Replicon Radio. Replicon Radio. Talking shit with the Juggalos on Replicon Radio. Giving a lesson, don't be a bitch. Replicon Radio. Yeah. This is Replicon Radio.
Whoop whoop
Whoop, whoop.
whoop whoop.
Whoop, whoop. That's how y'all spell it, right? Whoop.
Whoop.
No.
Whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
It's WHOOMP.
That's whoop.
Whoop.
That's whoop.
No, WHOOMP. Whoop.
Yeah? There's an
Whoop.
M in there now?
Whoop,
Yeah,
whoop.
yeah. Whoop, whoop.
Whoompa, whoompa.
Yeah, and you haven't heard the Whoompa
It's a
Whoompas?
whoompa, whoompa,
Yeah, you haven't heard the Whoompa Whoompas?
What the fuck is going on, y'all?
Hello.
Why are you hating on the Woompa Woompas?
The Whoompa Whoop. I'm giving them credit.
We are the Woompa Woompas.
We're Whoompa Whoompas. Nobody ever gives them credit.
Well, credit. Shout out to all the Woompa Woompas out there.
Yeah, shout out to the Whoompa Woompas.
And
Yeah.
Juggalo. We represent the
Whoppa
Juggalo.
Whop Whops. The Whoppa Whop
You ain't got no
Whop.
headphones tonight.
I tell you,
I'm blinded.
Yeah,
Doing stuff.
I'm doing stuff behind the scenes. So.
Happy Juggalo Day 2020, yo.
Rue gang in the house. Yeah, get
host of the
you some
year.
that.
Host of the year
I think you're the only
2021.
member of Rugame that's in the house right
Yeah,
now.
host of the year 2021.
What?
I said I think you're the only member of Rugame that's in the house right now.
No,
That
I
is
mean, there's a couple of them in there right
It
now.
might be in the chat, not in the house.
Well, technically, his computer is in the house,
Right.
and
Thank you.
it's coming through his internet.
Good looking out, that body,
There you
man.
go.
Good
Host of the
looking
year
out.
2021, Rue Gang, right there.
I don't want that shit.
Voting begins now.
Voting begins now.
I don't want that.
Seamus is going to be the
Every
first vote.
T-shirt bought is a vote for Rue.
Seamus is going to be the first
It doesn't
vote.
even matter if it's a Rue shirt. Just literally every T-shirt bought.
Even if you buy a Dead Body Man shirt,
Yep.
it's a vote
It's a
for
vote
Rue.
for Rue. So everybody that goes, starting now, you have to buy them now. It has to be at least one a week.
What
the
shirt do you
count.
have to buy for video of the year for it to be one of my video of the years?
Let's make it 5 a week.
I'm saying per person it has to be at least one a week for the voting to count, for the
Yeah.
vote to count.
Let's make it 5 per person.
Okay.
So every fifth one is a vote for
Every
Dead
fifth
Body Man
T-shirt
video
you
of the
buy,
year.
But it has to be in a week. If they don't buy it in a week, like this week's up,
That's fair.
then they buy it next week, it don't count.
I'm not getting any votes.
Why not? Sell merch, fam.
I mean, that's my plan, not to get any votes.
Oh, so will it give him every fifth vote?
There you go. Give it to him.
So what's up, everybody?
It's Juggalo Day, yo. We're here. We're doing it. We're live. We appreciate everybody hanging out. Tell your friends, tell your mom, tell your dad, tell your whooping crazy cousins, uncle. Whoop.
It's a way to start out
Super
Juggalo Day by making fun of the whoops.
Superwoman.
We're
couldn't make
recognizing
it.
the
Superwoman
whoops.
couldn't make it tonight, unfortunately.
Super.
But he wanted to say shout out to all the gigolos and gigolettes, and he hopes you guys like it.
Don't try this at home.
Rue Gang
Do
shirts
not try
coming
this at
soon.
home.
Fuck this shit.
Don't fuck this shit either, though.
Yeah.
He didn't say that. He normally says that.
Yeah.
He didn't this time. He
Yeah.
was pretty excited.
Yeah.
Juggalos and juggalettes.
Whoop whoop.
They were talking about that dude on the point the other day. I was fucking rolling. I was like, are you serious?
Jiggalos, jigglet.
Jiggalos and jiggalettes. We're here to celebrate Juggalo Day, man. It's literally today. I know Juggalo Day weekend is going down this weekend, but today is officially Juggalo Day, February 17th. So we couldn't just not do it, right?
Nah.
Cacao.
I don't know. That's totally unrelated.
Sorry.
That's what Robin does in Teen Titans. I don't know if you guys know that.
He cacaws?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah. There's a Teen Titan movie. Has nothing to do with Juggalos, but
Is he a Battlehawk?
no. Well, maybe he might be now. But he does a whole song about how he doesn't have a movie because he doesn't.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I need my own catchphrase, and he was like, caw, crack an egg on it or some shit. That's his
Yeah.
catch. That's Robin's catchphase. What?
On
What are
this
you
one,
pointing
do you
at
want me
for?
just to save it or publish now?
Why would you publish now?
Under private, I'll just save it. Then.
Oh yeah. You can, okay, if it's
even though it
private,
doesn't
yes.
auto share to
Yes,
the.
yes. That's fine.
Okay, but you can auto share later.
Yes, I think so. I don't know. Trial and error. I believe so. Yes. It should automatically.
Because
yeah,
it doesn't.
because
It doesn't. Wait, hold on.
yes. Why are we? What are we doing? Whoop whoop.
Caw.
Caw.
Damn it! I wish you guys would pay attention to fucking sports.
Superhuman really like.
We
that.
win. We win the foosball. Did we win the second game?
No,
No.
we lost 28-24.
Caw.
To to what? What are we talking about? What are you talking about?
He's stuck on
Football's
this.
been gone for a long time.
No.
No, the XFL, bro, it's back.
Oh yeah.
A long time. It's been on a week. 2
It's
weeks.
back.
Oh, XFL. Did you see Twisted on the Chiefs video? That's dope. That's pretty
I
cool.
missed it.
You didn't see that? The Chiefs like victory video when they won.
Yeah,
They got a Twisted song on there.
really.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Like official from the NFL.
Which
asked
one?
To use "Don't Be Hating"
Oh.
with Young Wicked,
That's pretty dope.
and they're all doing their little. They used to be called touchdown dances. Now they're called Fortnite dances. I think. But
Yeah.
Same thing. Same thing, right? I mean,
Yeah, I guess.
they're all doing their little dances, and it's like, "Don't be hating." And it's like, oh shit, that's dope.
That's awesome.
Hell yeah. You know, they all went back to their locker room, and they were like, "Whoop whoop."
Yeah, no, the XFL, man. I wish you guys pay attention. I wish.
He just said he was going to buy tickets to it, and they cost too much.
Yeah, but
Just like fucking Rage Against the Machine is now becoming the Machine.
And
you gotta watch it. You gotta watch it though because it's so.
Is it different?
Oh, way different.
Why? What's different about it?
Well,
Is it Juggalo?
it's got. I mean, it kind of is actually. I mean, it can be. Yeah, I mean, so like,
Didn't we have that once before and it went away?
no, it was it. We didn't have it, no, but Vince McMahon tried.
I mean, like America?
yeah, tried
America
to do. He
had
tried
it.
to do something.
I mean, we still don't
Oh,
have
no.
it. That's not going on in this room. But
He tried to do something a while back and it failed, and then he came up with this idea. And McMahon's a pretty smart dude. He's not gonna.
is he a real wrestler?
He's not gonna fail twice. I guarantee that this is not gonna fail.
No.
No, it's gonna take off.
I mean, if they're selling $100 tickets up to get, it's probably doing okay.
Well, the whole dome's not. They didn't open up the whole dome, so like all the way to the top, that's not even open yet. But it's gonna be the way this is going right now.
So you still didn't tell me what's different about it.
The difference with this
It's
is
just more extreme instead of national.
No, it's like it really is like the NFL to a point, but with this, like if there's a challenge, like if a coach challenges a call or play or whatever,
They fight to the death.
It actually comes from the booth, and they show the guy reviewing it and talking about it. And then the coaches actually, like the quarterback, the receivers, and the running backs, they're all mic'd up. So the coach is calling the plays, so they don't really need a huddle. And then when they're out there hiking the ball,
Everybody needs a huddle sometimes.
that's a cuddle.
Oh. Sometimes we all need a little huddle.
But
I agree, Godsend. We will get bored.
But so the coach will call a play call through the mic, and they hear it. So all the quarterback has to do is when he goes up before the snaps the ball, he'll call part of the play. That way, his linemen know what the assignment is. And you only need 1 foot inbound.
Did you hear that? I said, because I fucking have no idea what you said, to be honest.
I know. I'm talking Chinese to you right now.
I mean, I'm sort of.
I'm fucking excited about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like instead of like NFL has ties, these won't end in ties. You'll have
Fist fights.
You'll have the team's offense, defense down at one end, and the other offense, defense
They should
down
do
at the
a
other end.
thriller knife fight to
No,
see
it's
who wins. Why is that stupid?
Because it's dumb.
I don't think it's dumb at all.
Because Thriller didn't have a knife fight; they had a dance off.
That's true. They had a knife fight in what was it? Beat It. Beat It. It was Beat It, right?
No, it was a dance off. They didn't even fucking
But it was
cut
a knife-
nobody.
Beat It was the dance off one. Thriller,
knife though.
Thriller was the
Thriller
one
was
where
the
they-
monsters.
Yeah, the monsters, but the beat it was the dance
God, I'm
off.
slacking on my MJ.
Yeah, well, it's been so long.
Oh,
Yeah.
it has gone too soon.
Yes.
Anyway, football's back again. Fuck. So that means now it's gonna be like all year or something.
This actually
Regular
is
football's
10
outside and this shit's inside, so we get to play it in the fucking all the weathers.
Well, I
I
mean,
guess normal football does
it's
that
out.
too,
It's out. It's outside, inside.
Oh,
This is yeah. Some domes are, some stadiums are inside. Some stadiums are outside.
inside fish sticks, outside Total sauce.
And I just learned something about our fucking about the St. Louis Battlehawks fucking emblem. That when it's upside down, the emblem reads STL.
Does it?
Yeah,
Ooh.
it's pretty fucking cool actually.
Fantasy XFL.
I mean, it's coming, but we probably won't do it. Maybe. I mean,
You'll do it.
I
Anything involving sports you're a part of.
I will probably do it.
You got a fucking boner right now just thinking about it.
I mean, it's close.
Lord of mercy. Holy shit.
I mean, I'll probably get involved with something of it though. That's just what I do.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it though, man.
I can tell.
I think I like it better than the NFL actually.
Well, it's new. You like it because it's new.
Maybe
Give it 87 years or however long NFL's been around.
100, over 100.
Oh, well. You'll change your mind.
I already got pissed off at the XFL because I was actually looking to buy a fucking shirt. And
fat kid
no,
sizes?
no fat kid sizes. They do. It goes up to 4X, but
They just don't have really fat kids.
yeah. So I'm gonna steal.
Oh, you want to make your own? That's
Yeah,
why you
I'm
want it.
gonna steal a fucking couple images.
Gotcha.
Fuck them. And I'm gonna use their XFL.
Just put fucking
logo.
Battle Hawk claws on a dino. Doing them Dino Hawks.
I mean, that's food. That's food for thought there.
Well, at least it's food. That means you'll eat it.
I mean, maybe.
St. Louis Dino Hawks. Rawr! What's
Some of the names are actually pretty interesting of the teams.
no?
Like we played the Houston Roughnecks, which Roughnecks are guys that work on the fucking oil rigs. That's what they're called. There's a little Houston fucking history for you, a little history knowledge. And they got like they dedicated their helmets to the fucking to the old school fucking Houston Oilers. They got the fucking oil rig on it. It's pretty fucking badass. What are you laughing at, the YouTube?
Godson in the chat room.
I will not be participating in XFL fantasy football.
He's upset.
Is he? Why is he so upset?
Because he was left out of Replicon Radio Fantasy Football because of our Patreons.
Oh,
So clearly he should join Patreon.
We'll make room for you.
Yeah, so you just sign up for Patreon, man. Boom. There's a link in the chat room for
Had
you.
I known he wanted to do it, I'd have just ran it and sat out.
Then who would have won?
Wiggles? Maybe.
That's not fun.
Who knows who would have won?
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop,
That's enough of me talking about sports. We'll talk about that
Let's
later
talk about
on.
Juggalos.
whoop, whoop,
It's Juggalo Day.
whoop, whoop.
Juggalos don't watch sports?
They might.
They do. Whoop, whoop.
But is there, it's funny because it's kind of a weirdly strange but wonderful segue. The very first ever official Juggalo Day was in 2012. That's when it became a holiday.
Yeah.
And the first official Juggalo Day event
8 years ago.
was fouling,
Yeah,
which has kind of become a Juggalo sport. It wasn't necessarily made for Juggalos or by Juggalos, hashtag backwards,
right.
but it's kind of been kind of like Faygo wasn't made for Juggalos, but it's basically a Juggalo drink now.
Fouling, that's a football bowling combination.
He really doesn't remember anything we ever discussed on this program.
When was the last time we discussed the first Juggalo Day?
Well, no, I don't know about that, but we discussed fouling
Right before the gathering.
right before the gathering.
Yeah.
He was challenged to fouling with.
Now I remember. You know how my brain
Romero.
works similar to yours, where like if somebody,
Got to spark. You got to pull that.
yeah, you got to throw the ember into
The word foul. Like, do you think the word fouling would pull that out? Like,
No, I'm sitting here. I'm like, that sounds familiar.
What is that?
I'm trying to turn the gears. They're turning slowly, and you go, oh yeah, Rube was challenged you about by what's his name?
Aaron Romero.
Steve Burton.
Was it Steve Burton or Aaron
It
Romero?
was Steve Burton because he's a bowler.
No, I think
He was challenged to bowling, but
It was Aaron Romero.
it was Aaron Romero.
Was it Aaron Romero? Huh. Wow.
Aaron Romero.
Yeah, Steve Burton and I, we're just bowlers.
Ah,
Normal
okay. See, that's
bowlers.
where the confusion came in.
I kicked some motherfucking ass though. Well, not really. I bowled average.
Motherfucking
I hit that big old fucking 243 Friday night.
noise.
Third game, I couldn't find a fucking thing. 152.
Where's the pins?
Where's all the juggalos that used to make like websites? Where are those guys at? There should be like a Juggalo History of Juggalo Day website thing.
Oh God. I wonder if
You
some.
remember you remember Dark Lotus, right? Remember when that was
Who
a
are
thing?
they?
Well, it used to be a group. But their first album had that. They had that the .com track,
Yeah.
and it went on for a fucking week. You remember that? Mm-hmm. It was like Juggalo.com,
Yeah.
FagoLovers.com, RealJuggalos.com,
Yeah.
The6.com, and there was like a what do we have now?
Nothing.
RepliconRadio.com,
FagoLovers.com.
FagoLovers sometimes, Real Juggalo,
Shots fired.
Real Juggalos Facebook, occasionally fucking spam.com.
One
Like,
of the worst juggalos ever.
Right? He's just making us look bad.
I'm
That's
not
what he's
hating, I'm
doing.
just saying there's nothing left. Just like an ICP song.
Yeah. See,
That's an actual song.
That's
is
an
what I'm
actual song, and it's true. Everything else, everything that's been done before.
saying. Yeah, but now they're just not even doing it. Instead of rehashing it, they're just not doing it at all. Like, what the fuck, juggalos? The internet is more accessible than it ever was, and we have less. That's strange.
That's like the
Back
saddest.
then, it was fucking dial up, and there was a million. There was
I
like
really
fucking
hope
Juggalo geo sites and shit.
I really hope that's the saddest thing that you say on the show tonight. Because
I don't know
That's fucking sad.
And it's I didn't think about it until today when that I was listening to Lotus and that because obviously who listens to that song? It's not a song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's when
it
you
was
go-
like playing and I was
Yeah.
doing something. I was like, holy shit!
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah.
Like, where did? I guess everyone said fuck making websites. We just have Facebook now.
Yeah, that is true. And then they just make like pages.
Yeah.
And groups.
Yeah, I guess.
So maybe that's where it went.
maybe
Maybe they're still out there because I know there's a fuck ton of those.
Facebooks.
Facebook groups. Juggalo universities.
You know what they're doing? They're staying away from the fucking interwebs and they're being nice, normal human fucking beings and not trying to troll people.
That's not true at all. They're doing the opposite of that.
Well,
Having a jug site back in the day was infinite cloud. Now they just became rappers.
Jesus. Can we just
I'm reading the comments.
can we have
Just
a
because I
nice
agree with
show?
them doesn't mean they're my thoughts.
Can we have a good
That's
show?
funny though. He's right. That's what's fucked up.
My good.
Juggalo. Here's Montana Josh over here. Shout out to YouTube.
Shout out to Montana Josh.
Shout out to Montana Josh.
It was good meeting you at Astro, brother.
He says the Juggalo chants have died as well. That's true. Not at least
Yes,
not.
they have.
You still get them at the gathering, but not like they used
I
to.
mean,
be.
there's
Well,
only
that's
like,
because this is my personal
like
opinion.
We hear them all the
Two
time, though, when like we're at shows here, like ICP comes to town. We hear them all the time when we're out smoking.
yeah, that is true. People start singing in the smoke section.
Oh yeah, the smoking section's lit, the more lit than the show is.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
it is.
It's fucking crazy.
And it's more crowded. Everyone's like packed in there trying to stay warm with their cigarettes. It's like, yeah, I say
We'll
stop,
never-
you say whoop whoop.
We'll never die alone.
Imagine ninjas what? Oh, that's wrong.
No, it's still that.
It's still okay.
It's still okay.
That's still okay.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was created on the psychopathic, so.
But
Under.
I don't even know it, but yeah, it was kind of I don't know why. But yes, one of you little internet people.
Why they gotta be little?
I'm sorry. You're probably right.
Normal size.
I didn't even have to finish that thought, and you're already laughing.
what are you little peons?
God, I had no intentions of being so terrible tonight.
This is terrible. We're doing a shitty job.
Yes,
I take back that I was the shittiest juggalo.
Jesus, yes, we are fucking horrible. We can't do anything. For
Big,
right.
large, small, whatever it may
If you
be.
have words of hate, just replace them with whoop.
Deodorant,
Okay?
no deodorant, whatever it may be. Someone should make the history
Big,
of...
large, small, bring them all.
That's right. Whoop, whoop.
Whoop whoop.
Someone should make the history of Juggalo Day website. That's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, we got that one hit him.
Oh my god! All right.
Because he knew there was a fat joke in there. And it wasn't intentional.
No, not at all.
Unintentional fat jokes are way more funny than intentional ones.
Yeah,
Clearly.
absolutely. Got me fucking crying and shit.
Lord have mercy.
Whew.
We fucking love you guys.
Yes, thank you for tuning in tonight. We have a packed show for you.
We got guests. Y'all didn't even know that. We got guests tonight.
We have things going down.
And if I have to be completely honest with you, there's two reasons we didn't tell you who the guests were. One, because we wanted it to be a surprise, and two, because they fucking changed like 12 times.
Yeah, and if they don't show, then we don't want you all to
Several
get
of them
pissed
are
off.
not showing, but you guys don't know who they are.
Yeah, so which
Well,
is fine.
But we got guests, man. We're gonna celebrate motherfucking Juggaloism.
Whoop whoop.
Juggalo Day. But yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. Like
We got messages.
the history.
for you
We do. We
guys.
have at least one.
We have audio, right? Audio message.
Mm-hmm.
And we got people calling in tonight.
But I want to know what everybody else's thoughts too. I had a couple people send. Well, actually, no, that's a lie. I had one person.
I had no one.
Well, two, but one of them is like one. It's, that I was talking about earlier, but like a listener just sent me a voice message
All right,
of what
Wilbur,
his
you chat
thoughts
when you
were
can.
on Juggalo. I was trying to pull up fucking Juggalo Day history. But yeah, the first one was they did like a photo, not a photo shoot, a video in Detroit, and they did fouling, and they like rented a party bus, and it like got shut down.
Yeah, the first year.
Yeah, and it got shut down, and then they did like like DJ Clay went and did a DJ set at like some underground club.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was 2012, February 17th, 2012. Was the first ever official. Oh, here, look, I found it on Wikipedia. In 2013 was when they did the Riddlebox show, which was epic. That was long before they did the Riddlebox show tour. That was the first time they ever did a Joker's card show or album show ever. Was Juggalo Day 2013 Riddlebox at St. Andrews Hall. And that shit was fucking ridiculous. I was there, and it was one of the first times they did Faygo like they used to do. Instead of Diet Root Beer, they had every fucking color of the rainbow.
The ones
Well,
that
that's
made
'cause
people go blind.
Yeah.
That's because they couldn't get it from the factory. They had to go buy it themselves.
Maybe they had pallets of it, and then they brought Mikey Clark back. Mikey Clark was on stage. They did fucking Riddlebox from front to back in fucking St. Andrews Hall. I was fucking 14 years old again. It was fucking amazing. Like that shit was dope. And that's when Juggalo Day kind of became, because the fouling thing and the party was a good idea, but it didn't really pan out because it got shut down and everything else.
Yeah.
And then what happened next? 2014, they did the Great Malenko show. 2015, they did that huge show in Detroit at the Masonic Temple. That was like, I think it was free, right? It was like, I don't know. Was it free? Does anybody know? I think it was free.
We're talking about ICB doing something for free.
Whoop, whoop.
It's happened.
Tony said whoop, whoop.
It's happened.
I
They give
think,
away free shit at the fucking gatherings when you go to the seminar. So it's not unlikely for them not to do something for free.
That's true. I think
So
it was
it
free.
very
It may
well
not have
could
been.
have
I don't
been.
know, but it was a huge show, like one of the biggest.
It might have been like
venues.
one of them $5 things that they did or something.
And they did I think they did a charity the same weekend for some kid. What was Juggalo Day 16? Anybody know?
I do not.
Totally unprepared for this. I wasn't even going to talk about Juggalo Day, but it makes sense because today is Juggalo Day, right?
I mean,
Oh yeah, Juggalo Day
absolutely.
2016 was the motherfucking Ringmaster. That was an epic show. And it's funny to tell you about technology. I was live on fucking Periscope this bitch. Anybody even know what that is anymore?
I know what it is.
You remember Periscope, Dead Body Tony?
It didn't last long.
Why would you call on me? I told you not to call on me. I'm working.
I was just getting ready to inform him that. Remember at the beginning of the show?
I'm working behind the scene. Why would you call? You literally you see my other earbuds in my ears. Why would you call on me? I have no idea what you said.
Both ears going. I was talking about Periscope. You remember Periscope?
I do remember Periscope, and I remember us batting around the idea of getting a Periscope, and we never did that. But is it still around?
I don't know. Like I was talking about Juggalo Day 2016, I was like filming live on Periscope. Like,
yeah,
it's crazy.
Because I know we went to Patreon, and then we were gonna try and do a Periscope.
I'll check. See
but I don't think that ever. I don't hear anybody talking about it anymore.
Did
I know.
You just respond to your text message and vocally?
He did.
No,
he did.
He 100% did.
No, I was telling you guys I'm gonna go check to see if it's still working.
Oh, okay.
I thought he was still like, I'll check to see if it's there. Like, who are you texting, bro?
I'm looking to see if it's still working. It still works.
Yeah, and I know that it's like Twitch, and that's like more for like gamers, streamers.
Yeah,
and
Periscope. I think it's still on Twitter. I think it's like that's Twitter's video service now.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was.
Well, I know you had to go to like the shop to download them, right?
The shop. Oh yeah, back then, but I think now it's just Twitter's video.
Oh, okay.
It's like if you just want to go.
It's Twitter owns it.
Twitter bought. I think it's just built in now. Yeah. But back then it was its own thing, and it was like popular as hell.
Yeah, it was like how.
That's where all the women would like get naked on. You could watch them get naked.
Did they?
I guess. I heard about it.
He said you guessed.
I guess I heard
that's what you do over there.
I said that you could. That's what I heard.
But yeah, so
I
was
never even used it. But
that's when they started doing the Juggalo Day weekend instead of doing Juggalo Day on actual Juggalo Day, because obviously, you know what I mean, like today, you know what I mean, they're not going to have a huge show on Monday and expect people to travel to it. So they started doing Juggalo Day weekend, and that was epic because they did the fucking Ringmaster, which was fucking dope, and they did it at Harpo's, which they hadn't done since way back in the day, and they had Isham, and then they had the pre-show the day before, which was the only ever we've talked about this before. It was the only ever performance of Have-Nots with 3 members, with Bones. When Bones painted his fucking face and was a member of the Have-Nots for an evening. That was when I went to Psychopathic. That's where all those pictures came from. When
you were walking around the
office.
Pod.
Yeah,
the office.
Rachel had invited me out there, and ABK and Hoodoo.
That's a name
Bones
drop.
did their.
That's a name drop.
I guess.
Clearly.
But yeah, they did the fucking Ringmaster, and then that was after Twisted left. And then Twisted surprised everybody and did a set. They showed up right before Ringmaster was, and they came out and did like fucking Most Tasteless and We Don't Die and like a bunch of shit, and everybody fucking freaked out. That was right before everybody hated each other.
Talking about them Twizzlers again.
Well, it was Juggalo Day. It was Juggalo Day.
That's when everybody got along. Could you imagine everybody got along today? Holy fuck.
Well, it's crazy to think about how, like, it seems like that's just normal now, but it wasn't that long ago.
No.
This was 2016, and it was like the biggest pop.
4 years ago.
It was the biggest pop ever. Well, the next year is when it all went bad. That was Florida Juggalo Day. That was fucking Dark Lotus.
You're just mad because you got kicked out the alleyway.
That's funny.
I need you guys to move it, but you need to move faster out of this hallway.
I was at that motherfucking Juggalo Day too, but that shit was dope. But it was supposed to be Lotus, and like, what was it, like a month? Not even a month prior, when that whole interview went down, and they were like, "Yeah, no, y'all are uninvited." I actually have the flyer on my phone still.
Jesus Christ.
Twisted Juggalo Day Weekend 2017, Day 1, Twisted, Shaggy 2 Dope, Blaze, ABK, Lex the Hexmaster, Young Light. That's he was still Young Light. He wasn't signed yet.
Oh, I remember that.
And
Wow,
then
that
JC
seems like a lifetime ago.
Right?
Fuck, dude.
It was 2017, 3 years
crazy.
ago. Then Day 2 was Dark Lotus performing Tales from the Lotus Pod in its entirety. Boondocks, Big Hoodoo, Gmo Ski, the ROC, Blase, and Suicide. That was the original lineup.
That had to have been way before Paul's resume came out, huh?
It was.
Jesus Christ.
This was gonna be the dopest thing in the world. Like,
I mean, that lineup.
I
is
flew to
pretty fucking
Florida
dope.
for an ICP concert. Like, I don't fucking do anything like that. You know what I mean? Like, this was the dopest thing ever. And then they're like, oh, no, never mind. We don't like y'all no more.
And then you were like, fuck.
And then it was like, who the hell is going to play? You had to get rid of over.
You walked to Walmart and you bought a thing of Twizzlers.
No, I went. I enjoyed myself still. I was just.
Those Twizzlers were delicious.
And so then they changed it from Lotus to the Amazing Jekyll Brothers show. And then ICP's Tunnel of Love. It was Tunnel of Love plus Love Songs or something. There was a name for it, but it was Tunnel of Love plus.
Yeah.
A bunch of other ICP sexy songs and whatnot. And it was dope. It was a good time. And then they had an after party at some weird theater down the street. And they did, I think they did the If I Was a Gang cipher live because that just came out.
If we were a gang?
Yeah.
You said
if I
was a serial
gang.
killer.
Gang.
Serial killer.
Gang.
If I was a gang.
And then what? What did they do in 2018?
Can I crack a joke?
What had happened in Juggalo Day 2018 and 2019? Anybody know?
Isn't that when they did the Jackal Brothers?
No, that was what replaced Lotus.
Yeah.
I was there.
What the fuck did they do?
Let's see. Juggalo Day with 2018. Oh, Vegas. That was the Las Vegas one. They did Macabre. Heckles and Macabre or something like that in Vegas. And then last year they did Mardi Gras, New Orleans. Like Juggalo Day kind of switched. They went from like album shows to now it's cities. You know what I mean? Like Juggalos take over Vegas. Juggalos Mardi Gras. Now it's this weekend. It's Juggalos.
Juggalos on a boat.
Juggalo. Yeah, well that wasn't. That was Ballas, but yeah. And then this weekend,
Juggalos on a boat.
Yeah, and now it's Juggalos in L.A. and Beer Fest, and I hope it's dope. I'd like to go, but I'm not going.
Shout out to fucking Violent J making an appearance on fucking Shaggy and the Creep Show. That shit was funny. I ain't even lying.
Did you watch that?
Yes.
Shout out to everybody over here in this chat too, man. Sarah Anderson, Hey Merle, Seamus, Big Roo, Montana Josh,
Big Roo,
Godson,
Roo Gang,
Joe Wiggles, Dana, Neva,
Neva,
Heather, Dana.
Hell no, never Neva.
Jason. Shout out. But yeah, man, Juggalo Day, going strong. It really does seem like it's been forever, but that's only been going on for 8 years now.
Besides the gathering, what is your most memorable thing of being a juggalo?
Just in general?
Yeah, like what's the most memorable thing that you've done as a juggalo?
Like event-wise or like, because I mean that could be you could break
Minus
that down
the
to like
gathering.
meeting someone or.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
One of
Your
the
most eventful.
the most fun times that I've had was when it was a long time ago. It was before the split. It was before the split, obviously, but it was when Twisted came to town and they were doing a signing at a record label or a record store out
Street side.
I think so. It was out in St. Charles. I can't remember.
It's probably the same one we went to. Keep going.
It may have been. It was when everybody was outside for like hours and like stretched all the way down, and the cops got called at some point, and there was people fighting, and I spent like all day there, and like it was a party.
That's when they had the tractor trailer with the maze and the Faygo bottles inside. You had to jump down into the Faygo bottles.
I don't think that was it.
No, he's saying it was a Twisted in store.
No, it was a Twisted in
okay.
store. Yeah, and they wound up pulling like the bus in front of everybody and all that stuff, and I think Boondocks was on the bus, but just like that was like a time before like you had to be like a real adult. Like that was still like you were able to
Juggalos, bro. We kids at heart.
Yeah, we kids at heart. We're like, I mean, we literally just partied there for hours. Like it got to the point where we totally forgot it was an in-store. We just fucking were just hanging out. We're just kicking it at this point. We're over at the car. We're hanging out. We're coming back. We were there for a good 5 hours or something like that. And it wasn't like. I mean, we were pretty high up in the line, but I mean, the line stretched down the line of the row of stores, and at some point the cops got called. I almost got into a fight with somebody because they drove by talking shit, and like
that's probably me.
Well, no, it was some lady in a car, like it was some crotchety old fuck. They were yelling at me about something, or they were yelling at us about something, but. Yeah, no, I don't know. That really stuck out. That was a really good time, and I don't see those people a lot anymore. But that was like one time where we were all together, and I met some of my lifelong friends there. Like at that in store, I met people that I'm still friends with today, and this was over 15 years ago. And I never knew who they were, but like they just so happened to be close to me in line, and guess what? Now now we're friends, and it was
body man will talk to anybody.
I will, but but like we became friends, and
right.
Like now like I still know him to this day, and like I said, I don't see him as much as I would like to, but that was a really good time for me. Just that particular situation. I mean, it was full Juggalo, the whole. There was Fago showers. The cops got called. We were breaking stuff. We were hanging out. We were having a good time. We were drinking. It was like fucking the middle of the day. It was a good time. It was like everything that you could want in a good time. It was there, as far as Juggalo goes.
Sweet.
There was even music. And that was like before smartphones and shit. Like we still had the old style phones. Like somebody had like a boombox and shit. And like so
boombox.
Yeah, boombox.
Boxing and boom.
Yeah, this is like late 2000s. It was like late 2000s or like mid 2000s.
So before you were actually old enough to drink.
Oh yeah.
Those are the good old days.
That's when it tasted better.
Right.
So okay, that since you said that, because I didn't drink until I was 18, so
fuck you.
I was straight edge. I had reasons, but
you was one of them good kids, huh?
Yeah, and then one of my bad influence friends convinced me, and the first time I ever drank, I killed an entire fifth of UV blue vodka to myself that night, and it was the best night ever.
And it came up just like it looked going down.
It did not. That's why I immediately knew. I was like, well, this isn't good, because the first time I ever drank, I killed a fifth. I took it to the head. Like I was just drinking out the bottle the whole night.
Whoa, man! This is a PG-13 show.
Yeah. I drank out. I just drank it out the bottle the whole night, and I was still straight. I was like, this isn't good. This is going down a path of alcoholism.
We're still there.
And we're here.
We're still there.
Yeah.
Man has a cooler of claws sitting next to him.
Oh, yeah.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop. There you go. Cheers to Mike.
I got a couple different ones, actually, but I think the most memorable thing, or I think the most coolest thing being a Juggalo was talking to Violent J at 3 o'clock in the fucking morning.
Together.
And hanging out. Just him and IMP. Just hanging out, shooting the shit, man. Getting a fucking picture with him and just sitting there talking like we're like old school fucking friends, man. It was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Talking about Color Me Bad.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it was just like I couldn't believe that I'm standing here in the middle of fucking nowhere talking to fucking Violent J when he's supposed to be inside the fucking tent doing work.
Right.
He came out to get a break, and we literally sat out there for 3-4 hours just talking. The event's over with, and he's out there like, oh, fuck it, whatever, and stayed there talking to us.
Speaking of him being inside and having to do work inside of a tent.
Inside of you?
No. No, I was going to say that... that you said that he needed to be inside the tent doing work and all that stuff. I was like, that just reminded me of the shirtless dead body man at the after party at the cafe.
Yes. Because of you my shirt's
you
soaked.
got my twisted shirt wet.
He's probably like good.
Yeah.
Lucky I didn't rip the motherfucker off.
That was right after the split.
That was when all this started.
Yeah. That was when you were on stage with a Twisted jersey during Fago Armageddon. Yeah.
That was my Young Wick t-shirt.
Young Wicked. That was right after the Young Wicked shit
t-shirt.
came out.
They had a photo of me on the gallery website.
Yeah. Oh, good times. Good times.
ABK is the shit, David Hanson on the YouTube chat room. Not was. Still is. He's a good dude. I don't know. ABK's the shit. His name comes up a lot when we have interviews. He was part of the glue that held that Juggalo world together for a long time.
He's like the
He's getting ready to go out on the road with Twisted.
He's like the little if you need a friend, I'm here guy. And he just talks to everybody. He's just down to earth, solid dude. He tries to help everybody out.
He's like Woody from Toy Story.
Sure. Well, every time we usually have an interview and we're talking and his name comes up, it's because he's done something to inspire them or help them along the way. You know, I mean, that's just the type of guy that he is.
He helped kickstart a lot of people's careers. Violent J once gave me and my wife jerseys from the merch table and trade for that's dope. Wow, Violent J was at the merch booth? That's more rare than him giving you stuff.
Right?
What's he doing at the fucking merch booth?
Right.
I don't know.
He probably got his T-shirt wet and he needed a new one. Yeah.
Well, I don't. I don't know. I don't know if I have. People ask me questions I don't have answers to.
I did. Another one of mine was when the first in-store I ever did was over here at Street Side off of Manchester. P and I were up there, and I knew one of the security guards, and she bumped us all the way up. We got in, and she gave us a bunch of fucking posters. Well, gave me a bunch of posters, I guess I should say. And that was actually the first time that I've met Violent J and Shaggy.
Boo. What up, Danny boy?
The first time I ever met Jay and Shaggy was when they did their they were doing a round at like I guess a quote unquote meet and greets at like haunted houses, and they did it at Darkness.
Yeah, we were there.
Yeah, and
they had Esham in the background.
That was back. 17. That was back when I was still kind of awestruck by celebrities and stuff, and like I walked through and then like they shook my hand and stuff, and I was like, oh, I was so excited. I was like, oh my god, they touched her hand.
That was a crazy corner to walk around.
That was insane. I walked around the corner and it was a fucking mosh pit of like 10 people in like a 5x5 fucking little booth.
I walked around the corner, it was just them.
Yeah.
Like we're going through the haunted house, like where the fuck are they? Where the fuck are they? I know they're in here. I know they're in here. And then we just walk around the corner and I was just like,
as Jay and Shaggy
like,
just standing there.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not scared. I'm not. Yeah. It's not scary clowns. But I'm just like, no, I'm in a room alone, like me and Rue in a room alone with Jay, Shaggy, and Esham. I was like,
Esham's in the back screaming 17, going back and forth.
Hello.
I walked around that corner and it was just a whirlwind.
You
of
guys
people.
got one of those 6 samplers?
Yeah, it was a whirlwind. Imagine like when they're destroying the fucking shoe store at Hocus Pocus in that video. That's basically what it was in that little cubicle that they were in, and it was just them, just like a fucking whirlwind. And I walk over, what the fuck? Like, oh, and then like Shaggy stopped and reached out, gave a dap, and Jay did too, and I was like, this is fucking cool. This is dope.
That's pretty good. I was gonna say,
we got fucking memories for days. Man.
I was gonna say that it would have to be a moment. It has to be a moment on my list. I don't know if it's number 1, but my first ever interaction with ICP ever was an in-store. I went to an in-store before I went to a concert. Yeah. Because I was afraid to go to a concert the first time. I was afraid of them.
Oh, I believe it.
And then I went to the in-store, and like, I don't even remember what the fuck he said to me. Like, I walked in, I didn't know what to expect. I had no fucking idea.
Hi.
No, he like Violent J. I still have it. Violent J. I don't know. I said something and I don't know what it was. And I walked up to the table and he grabbed, he had like a 20-ounce plastic bottle of Fago and like rolled it across the table, like hard as fuck. And I was like, "Watch your nuts!" And it was a fucking Fago Cola, and I was like, "Oh god!" You know what I'm saying? I was like 14 or something. I was like, "Ah!" oh, watch Tom. I don't know. Look at my sense. I have no fucking idea what
He
I
was
said.
like, "Can I keep this?"
I still have it. Like I don't know where, but I know I still have it somewhere. It's fucking deflated and still full of soda. But
I still have my first my first Faygo bottle that I caught crushed, and then the first one I caught full. And I say caught very loosely because I got hit in the head with a full case of 2 liters that Jay threw off. Because it was one of those, they were walking off the stage and Jay threw a whole fucking case into the crowd. And it was like, what the fuck, dude? I almost had to punch somebody over that 2 liter. I
figured yours would have been where you were fucking peeping in the window, and he was like, "What the fuck you looking at?"
Well, that's. Well, I was just saying, yeah, that too. That was. I think was that the. It wasn't the first. It was one of the first 3 shows, because the first time I went like they did the in-store, and then they came back on a Malenko tour right before Malenko actually came out.
Yeah,
and then they did House of Horrors twice here. So one of those would definitely be that, because I was friends with these girls, the twins, and they were the reason we knew who they were.
You said that like I don't know who they are, but
well, the people listening don't. But they were like cute little girls that everybody wanted to touch, even though we were probably 14 at the time, 15. Pretty sure Randy with the red truck was the only one that was old enough to drive. We were all 14 or 15.
Yeah.
Like my mom used to drop me off at ICP shows. You know what I'm saying? Like I was literally 14, 15 years old.
Fucking red truck Randy.
Yeah, and he would drive us, and then we went to go meet ICP at their bus at a hotel that was like 10 miles away from American Theater. And we got there, and I was like, no fucking way, this isn't real. This isn't true. You guys are fucking. I didn't believe it. I don't even think I knew what groupies were then. You know what I mean? Like I was just like, are we really gonna meet these? We're here to meet these guys?
Well, they are. You're not.
Well, yeah, but I was with them, and they brought me. So I was like, were we really? This is what we're doing? And I'm like, is this their bus? And I'm like peeking in windows and shit. Like, really? Is it really them? And I was like, oh my god, I saw someone in there. Yeah. And then finally Jay kicked the fucking door open and was like, what you peeking at, ninja? You trying to look at my dick or some shit? They started commenting about the Backstreet Boys or something. I don't even remember. Like he wasn't necessarily mad, but it was like, it was weird. But he had a rest.
It was weird to see somebody peeping in his fucking window.
Well, yeah. Well, it wasn't just like me. There was like 15, 20 juggalos in the parking lot. And he came out, but he was
You're
super
the only
cool.
one that got yelled at.
Well, I was the one that he opened the door right when I was there, and he had a wrestling mask on. And then Shaggy came out of the hotel with no paint on, and I was just, what? Like then people were whispering like, that's Shaggy dude over there. I'm like, what's the fucking not? That guy's ugly as fuck. I'm like, no, it's fucking Shaggy. I'm like, no fucking way. He's got like a beard. Like Shaggy didn't have a beard, but it was weird. But yes, it was crazy. That's crazy even to think about. I was like that fucking young, and
I remember we was at Detroit for what was that 2002 Halloween, and we seen the fucking tour bus, and we stopped by the tour bus. They weren't in it, but we stopped and took pictures by it.
I don't even remember.
You don't remember half the shit I remember.
It's true. We should just have a story time episode.
But you couldn't tell any because you wouldn't remember any.
I know, but I want to hear them. I would like to hear about the things I did.
You weren't even drinking then. That was when we were kids and not really drinking.
But I have to. Something that has to be on my list for ICP was the point thing. I was a part of that, and it's like one of the biggest stories in the fucking Juggalo world, especially back then when they got in trouble for beating up the point DJ, which didn't actually happen. It was me and a fucking bunch of juggalos that ran out there and fucking Faygo'd the shit out of it. Like we were throwing bottles in. Like he may have got hit with a Faygo bottle.
So you were part of the reason they got banned from St. Louis for years.
I was one of those juggalos.
Oh, yes. I did not know. I was sitting next to royalty here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, it was me, and then fucking all the I don't remember the guys' names, but they were like the Cottonmouth King crew guys. They went to all the Cottonmouth King shows back at the Galaxy and shit.
Galaxy used to be dope.
And then ICP would play the Blue Note to stay out of St. Louis, and then they got arrested there. Ron J got arrested, went to jail there because they
won't play there again.
They went back since then, I believe, but
yeah, they have.
Not for a long, long time.
Long time.
Yeah, that was great. I don't even know, man. There's so many fucking Juggalo memories. Half the people I fucking associate with now I wouldn't know if it wasn't for. You're probably the only person I talked to, Rue, that I knew pre-Juggalo.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody else. None of you motherfuckers I knew before Juggalo. Like,
I mean,
who are you? Even people that aren't Juggalos anymore, I probably met them when they were.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or at least through it. Maybe not everyone, but majority. It's fucking crazy, man.
It is. It's fucking weird. Yeah, I don't know what you fuck. I knew you before you even knew who the fuck ICP was. I remember the first time you listened to it. You told me to fucking check it out, and then you went and fucking bought all the shit.
Yeah.
You're like, I gotta listen to more of these motherfuckers, and then we're sitting there.
I feel like I introduced most of Fenton to Insane Clown Posse.
We're sitting. Next thing you know, we're sitting in the fucking brown shit Cavalier and fucking bumping all kinds of shit. Like, what the fuck are we listening to?
That shit's crazy.
Like, you had all the Blaze Your Dead Homie shit before he was signed to Psychopathic, and I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? So fucking dope. Check him out. I'm like, what the fuck am I listening to?
Yeah.
This dude talking about he's dead and he's not really dead because I can hear him on the fucking album, bro. Like, what the fuck is happening?
Right.
Fuck, we were kids.
Little kids, man.
Yes, you're right. You're right, Josh.
Plunger King, huh?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. It's funny because all the shit I don't remember, I remember like detail, like how I remember discovering ICP, and I didn't even really discover it. My sister's crazy roommate got a fucking sampler from ICP. They were handing them out at the fucking mall, and I was afraid of it. I thought it was the devil.
That's weird that you discovered ICP through your sister, and I discovered it inadvertently. It was through my sister's friend.
It was my sister's friend.
Yeah, so it's weird.
She brought home she's like, this is like something you'd like. The clown. These actual people were at the mall. Yeah. Which I've heard them tell the stories later in life.
Yeah.
That was actually them.
Yeah.
And like they hand out these fucking tapes. It looked like something you'd like, and I was like, what? And I listened to Chicken Hunting, and I was like, oh, this is cool. Yeah. And then I flipped it over, and they did the fucking carnival with the snippets, and I turned it off, and I was afraid. I was scared of clowns, and then they were.
Well, it's a good thing that you didn't.
They were devil clowns.
Well, it's a good thing it wasn't Bizarre back then, because like the intros to that I know terrified people.
Yeah, I remember that. But this like I don't even heard. Have you ever heard the B side of the Chicken Hunting sampler? It was to promote Riddlebox.
No. I sure the fuck did.
No.
Well, it had so it would play snippets
on his Walkman.
Yeah, it would play snippets, and then there was. They record it. You know how they do like the dark like the what's I don't know when Jay does the weird like the ringmaster voice.
Yeah,
and he's like he was telling a story about the carnival coming to town.
Yeah,
the dark carnival was coming to town to take your soul.
Yeah, and
then they would play a snippet. You know what I mean? And then it would get darker, and the carnival's getting closer, and he's telling this story.
Yeah,
and I'm like I'm getting chills talking about it, and because it was scary. Yeah, especially for a fucking kid like. They're literally telling me the dark carnival is coming to town to steal my fucking soul, and they're getting closer as I'm listening to this thing.
Yeah.
And then the last song was 12.
Yeah.
You know, 12 people will die. It started, and I was like, nope.
Boom,
nope.
Stop
the tape, wouldn't finish it. My friend was over. He stayed the night. We went to church together. We stayed up all night. We wouldn't go to fucking bed. I was afraid the clowns were climbing up my wall. Like I thought they were legit coming to get me. Like I thought this was some sort of weird demonic cassette tape.
Yeah.
Then the narrative was actually happening.
Yeah.
And I stopped it. So they were like up the street.
Yeah.
Pissed. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't finish the final part, but they were right there. And oh, dude, I took it to church, and my youth pastor crushed it, and in my mind I was done.
Yeah.
But then it kept coming back, like it kept coming back.
Yeah.
Like I got I don't even remember how I got a flyer for an ICP concert. It was the fucking Omen tour, and I'm so pissed I didn't go to this now.
Yeah.
But I almost did. And it was at the fucking High Point, and the Humble Gods were opening, which was pre-Cottonmouth Kings, and I was like, why did I never heard of these guys before, and I'm afraid of them, and somehow I ended up with a flyer. And then my sister started dating this boy, and he had
this boy, not this guy, this boy.
He had the cassette in his car.
Yeah.
And I was like, I heard it, and I was like, what the fuck is? I was like, I heard Chicken Hunt.
Did they send you?
Yeah, I'm like, how the fuck? What is this? But then I enjoyed it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, then I listened to it, I enjoyed it. I ended up actually going back get another one of those cassette tapes and listen to the rest of it. Apparently, I'd only not listened to like 6 seconds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There was nothing. I heard it all.
Oh, so they were at your door, but they were like they were like two inches away from your door.
It was like a mime knock.
Yeah.
You're like,
It's like when you try to punch somebody in your dream and you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're trying to hit your door down. They can't.
Like, it just kept like like the flyer would show up, and then he had it in, like, of all the shit in the world, that's what you had in your car the one time you gave me a ride. I ended up borrowing it from him, and like I loved it, and then I was stuck ever since. And then they ended up coming back to town for an in-store before they came to a show.
Well, you took a little break.
Well, yeah, that right in the beginning there, but then I'm saying it kept showing up, coming back, showing up, coming back.
Because you quit hanging out with me for a minute because I was still listening to it. You're like, bro, I don't listen to that anymore right now. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? You're like, I go to church. And I'm like, that's cool, bro. You can still listen to it, though. If you know anything about fucking church, they forgive you for your sins. You can listen to it. It's all good, bro. It's just music.
Yeah.
No, I can't. Like,
I was trying to go to Shangri-La, fam, and I thought they were going to take me to Hell's Pit.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know that's what they were about.
Yeah.
If you would have told me then the fucking carnival was God, I'd have been like, nigga, you crazy.
That's racist.
That's what I would have said. I was 16.
Well, yeah, it's true.
It's acceptable back then.
It was a hard A.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're like, whatever. They're demon clowns. They're coming to kill me. They're trying to take my soul. Let's go.
I tried.
But because that's really what happened. Once it clicked and I wasn't afraid anymore, I was consumed. Legitimately, like, you know what I mean? Like back then it was so mysterious and shit. Like, they were talking about the end of time will consume us all. I'm like, motherfucker, I'm already consumed.
Yes.
Like, I want everything. Like,
I'm done.
I remember going to like the American Theater, just going nuts. Like, I've never been that crazy in my life. Like, just nuts. Like jumping over, like stage diving from 2 balconies up.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I was probably the same size then.
No.
Bro, just like I was a big kid. I was never little. You know what I'm saying? I was just maniac, and I was just like the one time they wouldn't let us in the pit. I'm like, fuck you, bitch! Like jumping over balconies and shit. Like I'm getting there, and that was well before like VIPs. You had half the show. You're trying to find your way. Where am I gonna go?
Yeah.
How am I gonna get up there? You know what I'm saying? Like that.
I do that now.
That was part of the journey. Like, where's the hole? And the security would try to grab you. You'd have to fucking weasel behind fucking speaker stands and shit. Like, I remember, what was it, the second time I saw, or second or third time, I rushed. I was the first guy. Because everyone, you know, at the end of the show, everybody rushed the stage. They really don't even do that anymore. But everyone would rush the fucking stage. I was guy one. Like, I knew it's time, and I just went, phew! I saw my opportunity, man. And I was like, and Violent J handed me a fucking 2-liter. And I was, literally, it was me, Jay, Shaggy. And then I was watching everyone else fight to get up there, and I was like, like spraying Fago. I had a fucking trench coat on, like I was trench coat mafia'd out, like whoop whoop. You know what I'm saying? Just like I don't give a fuck. Me and Steve Roslot, me and homie Steve, we both got thrown out separately. Who knows for what? And I was like, so I'm out there literally cussing out a police officer, a black female police officer. Every word you think not to call them, I called her. Promise you. And because I was just like fucking soaking wet Fago Juggalo mode, nothing mattered. I'm getting back in this concert. You're every fucking piece of shit word I can think of. Somehow, and then here comes Steve out of nowhere, like, hey! And like accidentally pushed her. So she's like, hey, what the fuck? So I'm like, peace, meet me over here. And we found a side door to the venue. This doesn't happen in life ever.
No.
You know what I'm saying? The door opens wide, straight shot to the fucking stage. Are you kidding me?
That's why I'm in. Come on, Steve.
Right back in the show, right up on stage. Yeah! Like, it was nuts, dude. Fucking crazy, man. Shit like that doesn't happen.
No, not anymore.
It didn't happen then, but I did it. You know what I'm saying? Like, those things don't happen. It's fucking crazy, man. So many good
Lucky
times.
she didn't arrest your ass.
100%. Oh, yeah.
She was like, this fucking Juggalo piece of shit.
I should have went to jail 1,800 times, bro. That shit was fucking crazy.
I have respect for the law.
I didn't have. All I cared about then was ICPs on stage. What am I doing out here on the sidewalk? And then there's like people out there preaching. Remember, after every show, there was always fucking, here, take my pamphlet. Jesus loves you. Don't do this. Don't do this. I'm like, whatever. Whoop, whoop, motherfucker. Spray some Fago at you and shit. Oh, shit was nuts, dude. We got our first guest in 8 minutes. Famalama ding dong. Yeah. You ready?
Yeah.
Ready to get whoop-de-whooped. Whoop-a-de-whoop, whoop, whoop. I just got all hype and shit. I'm like, fuck. What do I do now?
Now what?
God. I gotta go get a Fago.
Oh. Whoop whoop. Yeah, no, reliving those moments, man. It was a magical time. Like, it really was. Like, growing up before, during the original 6 and all that shit. And I wasn't even there for most of the 6, but I came in at the tail end of it. And I was still.
We were there for all of it.
Yeah, and I was there for like the peak, like the height of it. And that's a frothy Fago. He just pulled a Fago out the freezer, and it's frothy. I see that. Look at how frothy that bitch looks.
I guess it is. Since it is Juggalo Day, I should probably grab my rocket ride out of the icebox.
Yeah, in honor of Juggalo Day, I'm drinking my water, my colic water.
Yeah? Your seltzers?
Mm-hmm.
That shit's fucking gross.
Oh, it's so good. But, yeah, no, man, it's hard to say, like, to tell people nowadays, like, especially, like, new Juggalos coming to it.
You can't, because they don't believe you.
Well, it's...
Oh, no way, that shit didn't. No, it fucking happened, bro.
Well, you can't explain to anybody that type of magic that you felt. Like, even in your room alone listening to tracks, like, there was still magic involved.
Hey, stop. Grab me one.
Collaborate and listen.
Grab me one of rocket rides out of the fucking icebox.
But
please.
Yeah, it's and it's sad. That's why when the quote unquote split happened, that's why everybody was so hurt. Like
if they only knew. Because, like, even if you tell them how hard that fucking Twisted and ICP partied together and all the fucking whole label,
yeah,
they would never fucking believe us.
No.
Thank you, sir. You can't even talk about that shit now because people are like, oh no, that never fucking happened.
Yeah.
No, it Twisted and ICP and fucking ABK and Blaze, they used to party hard like a motherfucker
and
every goddamn show we all went to.
And it was different times, like even just listening to music now is way different than then. Like, you had to go the mile, the whole distance to try to get tracks to listen to and albums and all that stuff.
You couldn't find shit like they got now. You literally had to go from store to store to find a fucking CD.
Yeah.
One store didn't have it, you had to go to the next one. They didn't have it, you had to go to the fucking next one.
And then the one you did find was fucking parental advice, or like fucking censored and shit. Like, oh, dude. And then you're like, fuck. And then you didn't. Sometimes you didn't realize it until you got home and you listened to it. And you're like, yeah, the world. And like, wait a minit, what? What is this?
What the world? What did you say?
The world. Oh, this is a whole blank track right here.
What are you looking at? Is there a ghost?
No, I was looking for my TV.
He's looking hella hard. Dude.
I know. I was like, damn, bro. Somebody's over there mean mugging.
No, believe me, they would have been shot already.
The world. I remember walking like fucking 6 miles to buy the Wraith.
Yeah.
Or no, not the Wraith. Malenko.
Yeah.
When it came out.
We drove around
Florida.
for like 60 miles to try to find the fucking Wraith.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Well, we got it at the
that
midnight release in that weird costume shop.
Yeah.
But
that was fucking what's his name? John.
Yeah, Womb times 2.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was in Florida on a family vacation. Malenko came out, and the closest record store was like hella miles, and there ain't nobody gonna take me to go buy ICP. My mom was like,
"Fuck no,
you ain't listening to this shit. I'm 16 years old or something, you know." I walked hella, and we didn't have internet. And that's when it got pulled. I didn't know. I got to the store. I'm like, "What the fuck you mean you can't sell it to me?" Like, it got pulled off the shelves. And I'm like,
for one, sir, you're not over the age of 18.
Like, it got pulled off the shelves. I'm like, so that means you have it. Like, I was in there arguing with these people. I'm like, dude, I just walked like 6 miles. I'm fucking a little kid. Fuck you mean you take it back off, put it back on the shelf? What do you mean?
Go in the back, grab me a fucking copy, and sell it to me.
Like, no, we had to pull it off the shelves. I'm like, so you have it? It's here. You have it. You had it on the shelf.
Yes, sir. We have like 300 copies.
Yeah, like, or can you not give me one? Can you accidentally break one or something? Like,
right. Right?
Here's $20. Like,
Crack the case.
do something. Can't you scan it in the past? There's like,
Scan in the back.
you know what I'm saying? Like, fucking change.
Just scan this Michael Jackson CD that's the same price,
Right.
and just give me this one.
Can you change the time on your computer and pretend you sold it at 9 a.m., please?
Right?
Like, they wouldn't do it, man. I'm so mad.
Well, that's the copy that everybody fucking wanted to.
Yeah. Even though the next one had 3 new songs.
Right. Yeah, but it didn't come out on Disney though.
Woo! Can't celebrate Juggalo Day without an ice cold fucking Faygo.
That's frothy.
right.
Might as well be cotton candy.
Or a rockin' rye.
Whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop. There I go, being a
Mama
terrible
straight
jump.
up to the stove. Tell that bitch to bring home a Faygo.
There you go, being a terrible juggler again. I didn't bring my Faygo.
Oh. But you have some.
I do.
See?
I don't know how old it is.
It's so retarded. Even now, like anytime I go, we always bring Faygo home, even though it's who cares anymore.
Yeah.
Back then, even that was rare.
Because you can't get a rockin' rye, dude. You can't get a rockin' rye.
Yeah.
anywhere.
I think I have a rock and rye in my refrigerator.
I had a rocket rye and a cotton candy. I just chose cotton candy today. It seemed more clowny.
I might have to go home before the 12 strikes. Hey, hurry up and drink
Just
some.
fucking go in the backyard.
Yeah. I gotta take a shower anyways. I gotta be up in 4 hours.
Whoop, whoop.
Fuck all that. 4 hours shit.
That's almost every Monday. Like I get home by the time I go to bed.
I mean, I get like 4 hours of sleep, but I like to try to be like laying down before that 4 hour mark. I like to try to get at least 4 hours of sleep.
That sucks. Tuesday sucks.
Tuesday's
Especially
gone with the wind.
my boss is literally a fucking dick. I mean, I
He
love.
walks around and he's a giant penis.
Like he's actually a penis.
Dude, I like my boss. He's cool, but he's an asshole, man.
But he smells like smegma the entire day.
Nah, this motherfucker knows I'm up late on Mondays, and then he always gives me the fucking bullshit on Tuesday, and I'm like, motherfucker, you know I'm up late. Give me the bullshit on Wednesday and Thursday.
Oh, look at this guy. He thinks he's a superstar. Ooh.
You know, I don't know what he thinks, but
Sit your ass down, bitch.
you know, I'll do.
Smell my dick.
You
Give
sound
me,
like my mom now.
give me that hard shit on a Monday, and then give me a break on Tuesday, and then fucking pile me with a bunch of shit on fucking Wednesday and Thursday. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
But don't do it when I'm dog ass fucking tired and I don't feel like being here anyway.
Yeah.
I had my fucking lead man thought he was slick a couple. I pissed
Said
him.
schmegma like 3 times.
I pissed him.
I said it once.
I pissed him off a few months back.
Smegma.
And this motherfucker thought it'd be funny. He was gonna send me a lunch at 11 o'clock. I laughed.
Lunch.
The first time I was like, "Fuck it, I'll go." And then the next day it was a Thursday, and he's like, "Go to lunch." I'm like, "Bro, it's 11 o'clock. Fuck you." I said, "I'm going to fuck home. I'm going to lunch right now." He goes, "I don't give a fuck what you do." I said, "Bet. I'm going home." I walked in the fucking office. I said, "Joe, I ain't feeling good. I'm going to fuck home." He goes, "No, you're not." I said, "No, I'm fucking going home. I ain't feeling good, and I'm not dealing with Mitch's bullshit today either." He kind of looked at me. I said, "I'm not feeling good. I'm going to fuck home. I don't feel like fucking being here, man." "Well, I can't let you leave." I said, "You can't fucking kidnap me, bro. You cannot hold me hostage. I'm
Yeah.
fucking going to fuck home."
I'm a grown ass man.
I marched out the fucking door. I went home. I'm like, these motherfuckers, they can fire me, I'll fire my ass. I'll collect unemployment. I don't give a fuck.
See, that's what I'm glad that I realized growing, because I know that a lot of people still don't realize this, that it's like you're your own person. You're growing, like, you know, for us, like, we're grown ass men. Like, you ain't gonna sit there and tell me I cannot
Right.
do something if I want to go do it. Like, yeah, sure, you could fire me, but you ain't gonna stop me from doing what I'm
Right.
I'm gonna go home, motherfucker.
Well, what was really cool is this dude, they fired him, but he was our safety manager, and he was always like, "Hey, man, you know, if you got to go home, if you have an emergency or you got to go home, you have to let somebody know." And he goes, "I know when you let somebody know that somebody's going to be like, oh, I can't let you go." No, they literally cannot hold you here. You just
It's
tell
called
somebody.
kidnapping.
Well, it's called holding somebody hostage. Is really what
It's called being a dick.
it's holding somebody against their will.
Yeah.
Like when people actually want to riot, or not riot, but they want to protest and they want to stand in the fucking highway and stop you from going where you want to go.
Yeah.
You can literally call the cops and have them arrested because they're holding you against your will.
Yeah. And then the cops are gonna wave at you from the side of the highway and go, "Yeah, we know."
I mean, they might, but then if you run them over, you feared for your life.
Well, when they surround your car, that's why a lot of them got ran over.
But yeah.
Oh,
so
that was good times living in St. Louis. Those times. Oh, those are gonna be nice recanted down the
Right.
line. Like, yeah, I remember when we were kind of afraid to drive down the fucking highway. Otherwise, we're gonna get surrounded by groups of people.
I'll hit your motherfucking ass. I don't give a fuck.
That's gonna be good times to relive.
But yeah, so he was always like, "Look, if you guys gotta go, you gotta go. Who gives a fuck? Just make sure you tell somebody. That way, if like something happens, like we had a fire or something, and there's an
He
emergency."
just left and his machine's still going. Now it's on fire. What happened? Where'd he go?
I mean, that's basically. So he's like, "Dude, they cannot hold you here." So we're like, "Fuck it, all right, Ben." Everybody like he tried to get it. Dude had to leave last Thursday, and he tried to tell me he couldn't fucking leave. He goes, "I don't know what the fuck you're telling me, but I'm leaving.
Yeah.
You can tell me I need to stay here all you want, but I'm leaving. I'm out."
Yeah.
And he packed his shit up and he just walked right out the fucking door. Like, what are you gonna fucking do to me?
Yeah, that's like how it is on
Whoop,
Monday.
whoop.
Whoop,
Oh,
whoop.
we're gonna do this live?
Yo. What's up, Replicon?
Oh, shit.
What
Yeah,
up?
it's Vinny the ICP kid.
It's Vinny. It's
Oh,
Vinny the Replicon guy.
Nope, it's
There
the
you go.
Replicon
Vinny
guy.
the Replicon
Vinny
guy.
Fresh in the flesh. What's going on, y'all? You guys doing all right?
Oh,
Doing
yeah.
good, man.
Living the
Doing
dream.
good.
Happy Juggalo
Excellent.
Day, brother.
Yes, sir.
Happy Juggalo Day. Absolutely. I can't believe it's already February 17th, you know?
Right?
It's nuts.
So fresh. Before I lose this train of thought, speaking on the day, technically, I mean, I firmly remember and was there. Let's say Riddlebox back in 13.
Yeah.
On Juggalo Day was kind of like, I feel like our first like show day, if I'm right. Kind of like to celebrate this day. But my question is to the Replicon. Help Vinny out, man. Like flat out, technically, when did February 17th become Juggalo Day?
2012. We were
Yeah,
talking about it earlier.
2012.
Okay.
The year
Okay.
before- the year before Riddlebox.
Okay, and I assume it's just literally Violent J was like straight up that this February 17th is Juggalo Day. Am I
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah, that's what happened. And then they did they did a video shoot, and
Yes.
then they did the fouling party that I guess fell apart.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
I guess the cops got called and they shut down fouling. And then they did a DJ Clay
Yes.
set party at City Club.
Yes, I remember this. I remember getting reached out from all kinds of ninjas that are like local, and they were like, "Vinny, you got to get down here, man. It's like going to be fresher than all get out." I want to say there may have even been wrestling, I might add, or maybe
Possibly, I don't know.
yeah.
I was at Riddlebox. I was not at the fouling.
Mhm.
So I just heard
Okay.
the stories.
Lovely. Well, definitely. How's the weather over there, man? I'm over here at work and just got to take a small break. So I really wanted to catch up with you guys. How's the weather over there?
It's good, man. It's
Now that
actually-
it's not 0 degrees.
yeah, the last few days have been nice, like 50 and shit.
Right on.
Pretty
Right on. I'm hoping Juggalo Day, I should say Juggalo Weekend up and coming. I'm really hoping that the weather's just beautiful, everybody out there in LA. And how fresh is that, As much as I was kind of like, man, can't we keep this like in-house? Can't we keep like, the Juggalo Day being celebrated here in Detroit? And it's not trying to be selfish. It just totally works for my schedule. You know what I mean?
It's not selfish, it just works.
Not to be selfish. We'll just throw because it's Detroit in there. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
But honest to goodness, the
Let's keep it
13.
where it
the-
started.
yeah, well, I hear you, but I'm going to give mad kudos to this, and this is very unselfish of me, but it's from the bottom of my heart. I think it's so dope that in 14, some of us were crazier than all get out to jump on the road knowing there's going to be like 3 to 4 feet of snowfall, and that might be exaggerating a little bit, but I remember going to Malenko down in Ohio, and it was like the most ridiculous get my way back to Detroit I've ever experienced in my life, but still moving forward to then, bring it back, let's say, how dope it was and how lucky to do it at the Masonic Temple. And I don't know if you all came out in 15, but I remember that show very vivid. And that Juggalo Day was just like off the charts because I'd never been inside the Masonic Temple. And I strongly suggest that, especially aficionados like yourselves, if you've never had the opportunity to walk inside the Masonic Temple in Detroit, come on through. It's a really, really dope venue. One of those like real, like you can just kind of feel all the aura that's still there, positive and negative, just fresh,
Yeah.
But now that they've picked up the pace, man, and I mean, be serious, like for real. I didn't get to make it out to Florida, man. I didn't get to make it out to Vegas or New Orleans, for goodness sakes.
I made it to Florida.
It's bad dope.
I got that one.
Did you? Now, were you by yourself? Was it the whole crew? Was it just UP?
There was just a couple of us, like me, 666, my homeboy Jay. We all flew.
Nice.
down.
Nice. Now that's living it.
That was the year that was the Juggalo Divide year, unfortunately, but it was still a great time with the Jekyll brothers and the Tunnel of Love. And
sure.
And it was Florida. Juggalos on the beach and shit. Like, I never seen no shit like that, so it was dope.
Yes, that's what I'm strongly hoping. LA is a big place. However, the last time I was out there, one of my favorite things was taking a little side trip for a few hours and going to Venice Beach. And I hope our ninjas take full advantage of the boardwalk and just going and check out the scene, if you will. Venice Beach is just a hop, skip, and a jump away. From LA, but I'm sure everyone's going to have a fabulous time, and I'm mad jelly of anybody going out that route. I want full reports from anybody. Are you in is the crew able to attend this year over in LA?
No, unfortunately, no. That's a journey.
Okay.
It's a hell of a journey.
What a lot of people like to do on the coverages that we do, they like to put these massive events that we have to travel and spend a lot of money on so close together that we kind of really aren't able to make all these big events, and it sucks because we would love to be able to go out and cover these and all that stuff, but we just can't, because we all just went to Astronomicon, and we can't turn around 3 weeks later and fucking fly to LA
because we got to gear up for the motherfucking bazaar gathering.
Yeah.
Yes. No, this all makes perfect sense, and trust me, I'm in on that boat too. Even if I could justifiably afford, and hit literally everything, there's no way with my job as well.
Right, we still got time off. Yeah, it's just not happening. Can't do it.
Yeah. No, I get it. But let's hop on over there. This is a very fresh segue. Let's go straight to Astronomicon. And number one, I apologize for not really getting to kick it with you guys. And I saw everybody in full action. But that's what's so beautiful about this event. I know you guys will definitely double down upon. You're straight up really conning. This is not just a get together. This is not just. To say that Astronomicon is a convention, that's insulting. You know what I mean? That it is way more. It's full fundamental. Those guys put in so much work, and y'all know it more than me. You guys have gotten to spend way more time. Sure, I spent the whole first Astronomicon there the entire time. Totally dope. I got mad fucking injured before the second one. Literally Thursday, the night before of last year, was the only time I've ever been physically really hurt in my life, and it really sucked that I could only show up for like 20 minutes and kind of like hide in the shadows, see one of the guys from Kentucky from way back, Mr. James, and then come back to my house and recover. But this year, I got to hit it so fresh. I jumped in there Thursday. I saw Mr. Winnegar. We handled some business and some super holy grail type stuff before the weekend even got going. And that was really exciting. And then Friday I came through and got my ticket for Saturday. And then I got to spend like 8 hours Saturday. And I'm serious. I saw you guys in full action. I know we dapped up for a moment, but even, Freaky P, there was like, you were on the other side of the hall maybe 10 times on Saturday while I was there. And as I was trying to make it your way, you're directing traffic another way. Like, everyone is like so mad busy, and it's so jam-packed. I'm happy that they've announced that the fourth one will be back there, because I feel like they have absolutely perfected the sauce and the recipe for the Wyndham Garden. And I look forward, and I wish them luck already for, let's say, Astro 5. I'm going to go ahead and throw my money in the hat right now and say there's no way that Astronomicon 5 will be able to be held at the Wyndham Garden. And that's just because
they're doubling the size.
Yeah, they're doubling the size.
Okay, now school me on this flavor. I heard that the pool area is of no more, and they're going to go ahead and make that mad more additional space.
Yeah, more convention halls and rooms.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
That's devastatingly fresh, because as much of a water guy as I am, and as much as I love the pool, and one more time, how fresh, dude, these guys just keep coming up with more flavor. To have an actual pool party where I got to vicariously sit there and watch, basically while working, what's going down when I could peep in. And one of the fucking dopest things I've seen yet to date, after all the years of juggling, mad hard, fucking X is walking around the fucking pool, dog, and literally the one ninja is dope enough to school the water slide. Like, I'm marked out. Them guys are fresh, man. I don't know them, and I really look forward to actually meeting them at some time.
Shout out to
But
Joe Black.
I love it, dog. It was Joe Black?
Yeah.
The infamous Joe Black?
Yep.
Okay. Well, mad props to that whole crew. I love to see new blood pushing themselves and moving and doing their thing, you know. I don't know. I just appreciate it, you know. And it's like, I feel like the way Mr. Ouija Mac is applying his self and doing things his way and still being respectful of the label. I look at Axe on that same tip on their way, and just these guys are keeping it moving. And I love to see more. You know what I mean? No matter if it's merch, pushing new records, like just pushing yourself, being interactive, you know, with the family, man. I mean, it's beautiful. And I don't, like I said, I mean, I've never gotten the opportunity to meet them, but the number one thing that screams for me is we've got to be fans first. I don't care what you do. I don't care what it is, man. You could be a productionist, you could be a stage rigger, you could be a sound guy. If you're not a fan of the product, and let's say in our lives, as far as seeing that we're talking about Juggalo Day here, if you're not a Juggalo, how the fuck are you going to get over on us? You ain't. You know what I mean?
Hell no.
And not saying you got to be a Juggalo to be fresh. No. I don't ever want to get it, you know, twisted up. I'm just saying, obviously, some of these guys, you're legitimate fans of your craft. So that makes you fresh right off the rip, you know? You can't buy that. You can't be taught that. You can't learn a book, go to school, whatever. It's inside of you. And I love to see that shit, man. But Astro was fucking great. Tell me it wasn't great.
It was amazing. From what I recall.
Amazing.
From what I recall.
Yeah. I behaved myself. I was quite proud.
I was honestly
mean?
worried you were going to tell me about the good time we had, and I didn't remember it. So I'm not gonna
I wish I could
was
say
waiting for
that,
Eddie to be
man.
like, bro, me and you. I was like, oh, shit.
Yes. No, I like it. I'm not going to lie. I had myself, and I don't even really drink beer, but I definitely had me a few beers. I couldn't see how convenient the alcoholic service was to just be able to walk up and very reasonably priced, might I add, and, you know, get your shit and keep moving, man. So fucking dope. You know, I gotta ask, being a nerd and being a collector, obviously, of mad things, did you guys get anything dapped up, or did you guys get anything signed by anybody?
That's not really, I don't really go that's not really my speed, you know?
Yeah.
I just enjoy being in the atmosphere, and every once in a while bumping into somebody going, hey, what's up, man? And like having a conversation. That's where I get what I get from it, you know, and that's why I love about it, because at Astro, like, there's so many celebrities just literally just walking around.
Yes.
There's a couple of them that you have a mass swarm of security around, but for the most part, Alexa Bliss. But for the most
let's talk about that, because I wasn't there on Sunday. Dude, I only assumed she had an entourage. So you're telling me that's for real? She definitely had a little security squad with her?
Yeah, for sure. We were in the. You're familiar with the hotel where that one elevator is in the lobby.
The main elevator.
We were behind there shooting some videos for the show with some of the artists, and this fucking just crew of people led by Dustin, and then a bunch of fucking random big guys wearing all black. It was like a fucking military was walking down the street like, Replicons move! Get out of the way! Like, we need you to move faster. Go. They had little Alexa in the center of them. Tee-hee!
That's so dope.
It was, at first we're like, what the fuck? And then we realized what was going on. We're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's so dope. Oh, fresh. You know, it's kind of funny because I know exactly where you're talking about, and I was enjoying myself. Yes, the green room, which I did not know was right behind there, if you will. But I'm standing in front of that elevator, and I'm looking as far as like straight ahead. But I'm also, you know, like carrying on a full conversation while playing with my phone. So I'm not noticing that the actual, and I'm not talking shit, I'm just talking reality. The fucking elevator's down, right?
Yeah.
So the elevator's not in service, and my dumbass is standing there, if you will, thinking, motherfucker, this is taking forever. Zane, man, we got to take the fucking stairwell. He's like, no, man, it's just probably somebody's coming down, whatever. I'm like, all right, fuck it, I'll give it another 30 seconds. And all of a sudden, here comes a shepherd / security, you know, from the company. And, you know, not to use names because I'm not talking shit. It's just the same experience. All of a sudden I heard, get the fuck out of my way. And I look back and thinking, is it that serious? Like, what's going on right now? And I turn around and it's nothing more than just Big Blaze fucking around and somebody else. You know what I mean? And that was really nice to get to see him. There's always a certain select that I just really, really, really want to see. Your crew, you know, and some of the artists, if you will, some of the employees. It just, you know, and then the old schoolers and the new schoolers. I mean, I just love to see the people because let's be honest, our lives are busy. We're all fucking juggalos. We're all fucking just living this dream as far as no matter what you go to, enjoy it to the fullest. It's all about the love. And, you know, I mean, it's just dope, man. But my God, to see these guys really 3 years in, I can't say enough about how much I know damn well. Just for 3 examples, George, Dustin, Mike, them guys are killing it, dog. Just absolutely killing it.
Hell yeah.
And I don't know how they're doing. I mean, like the whole time, you know, you guys are just literally working. Impressive. Very impressive, you know.
Hell yeah. Yeah,
how
it was
about
super
costume?
dope. And it was super dope. There was like you said, like you were there. You lot to see old schoolers. Like it was dope to see a lot more people you wouldn't expect to see there.
Yes,
like,
yes,
like
yes.
You were there. Zane was there. Doug was there.
Yes.
Like what?
Yes.
Like dope.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
Come on. Like
I agree. I
all
saw
their
that
friends.
picture get posted, and you know, I had a feeling that it was probably from the con, and or it can just be as random because we all, you know, still live in the neck of the woods.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be too random to just be walking into a Subway, and that's where Jamie and Doug would have seen each other. You know what I mean? But to know that he came to the con, that really means a lot to me. You know what I'm saying? Because flat out, man, everything ain't got to be fucked up. It can actually, you know, kind of be fresh again. You know, you never know. I always think for the future.
Again, man.
Hey, man, you know what I mean? Ain't no love lost here in any direction, you know? I'm a fan just like y'all. You know
That's
what I mean?
why I love you. That's why when we're doing fucking, like, I was like, holy shit, Juggalo Day falls on a Monday.
Thank you.
We have to do Juggalo
Word
Day.
up.
And we have to call Vinny because not only are you, some people look at you as fucking Juggalo #1. But,
Well, I appreciate, man.
I mean, you know what I mean? You're always positive. Even if something shitty happens,
yes.
I know
We
Vinny's
try to
going to
be.
find the fucking positivity in it somewhere. Like,
I like that. You know, it's funny you mentioned that. Believe it or not, you know, I've probably bumped into Mike Clark, give or take, like, I don't know, 50 times in my life at least. And it's always nothing but love, and it's always a dap, and hey, how you been? What's going down? Sometimes you get a little more time with each other than others, but this particular time, you can only imagine fucking how fresh it was. I'm out there, you know, getting a little fresh air, if you will, just chilling, cooling down a little bit before heading right back in and continue to con our asses off. You know, I bump right into Mike, and Clark is one of my absolute legends. He's not only a homie, but just Mike Clark, in my opinion, is one of the greatest gifts I've ever received, and I feel a lot of people should feel that way. But we had a dope conversation for the first time in a long time, and it went on for a minute. And we covered a lot of ground, and I hope you guys were able. I saw that you got him this award from a few years back. That's really super dope that you guys push yourself to the nth degree to try and bring as much freshness to the table as possible.
bro,
It's
if
appreciated.
if you haven't seen the video yet, you have to.
You have to watch
Oh,
the video.
dope. The acceptance video?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, we're hammered in our hotel room with Mikey Clark.
That's the only way to be, dog. You know what I mean? Should there never be another time, you got to capitalize. And that's how I started my conversation.
It's such
with
a good
them.
video.
Good. I'll watch it tonight. There's no doubt about it. Now, did Mike, I understand he explained to me on Saturday when I saw him that definitely everyone was enjoying themselves heavily Friday night. Did he make mention that he's made a decision? The lab is done, and most definitely he is going to be working on fresh new music, not just dicking around. He's really like inspired again, Like, I was super happy to hear this. This is big shit.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? Mikey Clark can crank out fucking freshness till the day he takes his last breath and then some, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah, no, he talked about it a little bit. Like, we were pretty well wasted, but
Yeah.
he was excited
Right.
about it. We talked about having him hopefully on the show sometime this year because he did say he's back and he's doing stuff. So he's going to
Yeah.
have some shit to talk about. And
Yeah.
he ended up linking up and, you know, like making nice with our homie Godsynth, who was a big producer. And him and Stir already knew each other, but they also had some great conversation as well. So he was like talking to the other producers. It was a whole big producer fest going on out there.
Yeah.
That's so legendary, Doug. That's always the good shit. You know what I mean? Anytime we can reconcile, anytime that there's Jedi-style juggalos looking at each other eye in the eye and saying, look, for the greater good or our own personal self-worth, let's move forward and let's let bygones be bygones. I'm all about that.
And
about that.
And the best part about it is that it wasn't even seen like that. It was just like homies talking. Like, hey man,
Yeah.
you're fucking
Yeah.
dope. We need to work together. That would be so sick. Like it was no like, you know, like animosity. Like, well, I don't know about this. It was just like, fuck yeah, we need to work together. You know, it was just nothing but love, man. It was awesome.
Awesome. I love hearing it. Listen, y'all, I'm going to have to run and get back to my little gig, but there's one thing that I would really appreciate. And for the first time, I decided to jump in on one of these things that are the legendary waffles, raffles, whatever you want to call them, if you will. I don't know if you guys have seen, but Mr. One and Only, the almighty ninja amongst ninjas, the elite Twilight Lord Tall Jess has been providing these epic gangster and, you know, unique clown suits of epic proportion, gentlemen. Like, I've been able to just kind of like try one of those on, you know, and like, you know, get chased away by a killer clown and say like, get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? Those things are ungodly, like quality. That Carnival, the Ring, the Riddle were just absolutely stellar. You guys got to understand that when I saw this new gold, silver, 1 of 1 pop up for the first time in my life, I jumped on this shit that we call Juggalo Waffles, and I threw down 7 tickets. And I would really hope if you guys could be in my corner on this one. I've already cleared out a space in my closet. God willing, I'd be so lucky to get this beautiful piece. And I've already made a decision. Should I be so lucky? Regardless if it's a little Milenko in me, whether it's a little bit of the Arabic or whatever it may be, or Egyptian, I'm telling y'all, I foresee that to be what I get to wear and rock in Shangri-La. And no matter who ends up with it, I'm going to search for that piece the rest of my days. I want to be put in the wall next to my father in Detroit, Michigan for the rest of my days, rocking that piece. Could you imagine? Could you imagine if we all get to see each other again and Vinny chose wisely? He chose the epic Tall Jess, great Milenko, gold and silver suit. Nice to see you. Let's go hop to another cloud. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah, man.
That's what I'm talking about. So anyways, y'all, much love. Thank you so much for always bullshitting with me. And seriously, keep up what you guys are doing. Keep the merch pushing. I'm going to do my best to see y'all. Worst case scenario at the 420. I'll ask for show credentials because, of course, like I said, it's nothing like anything less than joining the military working for the big 3. So as long as I can get my days in order, I'm going to be there. And if the guys are going to go on late, I'll be there for sure. But I'll be in touch. And I wish you guys the best Juggalo Day, and I really look forward to seeing y'all real soon. Okay,
Absolutely.
You guys stay safe.
Hell yeah, man.
Much love,
brother.
All right, woo woo. Happy Juggalo Day.
Happy Juggalo Day, brother.
Peace.
Peace up. Hell yeah.
Always a good time talking to him.
Word.
Hell yeah. Vinny, the motherfucking ICP kid, a.k.a. Vinny, the Replicon guy.
He wasn't lying. Like, you know, we saw each other maybe across the room. I saw him for a blurred 30 seconds. And that was I was working, I was in passing, and I dapped up with him, and then and then by the time I came back to where he was at, he was gone. And I mean, it was I didn't even know he was there for 8 hours. Like, I just so happened to run into him, and I was like, oh, this is so dope, you know. So yeah, it's definitely a good time.
I didn't even see. I saw pictures when we got home. I was like, motherfucker was there.
Yeah.
I was really afraid he was gonna be like, P, me and you. I'm like,
ooh,
I don't remember seeing you, Doug.
oof.
Because he was like, yeah. I was giving you a story. Yeah, fuck. Crazy. Hell yeah, man. Shout out to Vinny, dude. I love that dude. He's always so positive, man.
Much love to that guy.
Always so positive, man. I love that shit. Love it, love it, love it. How can you have Juggalo Day without Vinny the fucking ICP kid, you know?
You can't. All right? Spoiler alert, you can't.
You can't do it. You can't do it. Oh, man. We still got more guests. We have a special message from someone as well. We got more stuff going on, man. But you want to ready for a Fago break or what?
Yeah, we can hit him with a break.
I'm trying to find a little break image, and I can't seem to find it.
That's because you suck.
Yes, that's exactly right.
What's wrong with what's up there? Just please wait. Please wait. We'll be back. No. We need to find one of them.
I have them. I've been using them.
Yeah, well, you can't find it now.
Can't find it now. But
Fuck.
if you're tuned on YouTube, we'll be back.
If you want to hear the music, head over to repliconradio.com.
Repliconradio.com. We're going to be back with another guest and some more super dope freshness
Mic drops.
right here on this here day of Juggalo.
Don't care. They don't care. I think Juggalos just don't care. They are accepting of anybody as long as, you know, you're a good person or whatever, you know?
It only took me 3.5 hours, but I made it out here to the shed for a puff. Come on over and join us at www.repliconradio.com. We're live. It's live on the air right now. We're on the live chat. The best podcast host in the world, Big Roo, is going to be on there. You don't hear him talk very much because he's the boss. There's 2 other guys on there, but yeah. Anyway,
That's right.
Happy Juggalo Day. Come join us on Replicon Radio. What's up, everybody?
Shout out to Seamus.
Happy Juggalo Day, Seamus. You are correct.
He's our resident moose. Moose.
Shout out to Seamus. Shout out to James Romack, who also sent in that voice clip played right before that about Juggalos.
Juggalos.
We may or may not have another guest. Not sure yet.
If they answer.
I think that was a
up or down?
oh shit, I ain't got minutes.
Right?
I think that's what that was.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I have minutes.
Yeah, baby.
But we may or may not have another guest coming up. Who knows? We got time.
Happy motherfucking Juggalo Day to y'all.
But we definitely 100% have a special message from someone that we're going to play a little bit later too.
Yeah.
Which is what I want to talk about, which is what the question he answers for us as well. What does Juggalo mean to you? We're here to celebrate all things Juggalo here on Juggalo Day on Replicon Radio.
I mean, does it really have a meaning?
What does it mean to you? What, you know what I mean? The age-old question, what is a Juggalo?
What does being a Juggalo mean?
Is it being a Juggalo or just Juggalo in general? What defines a Juggalo? What is Juggalo to you?
I mean, what a Juggalo is to me is we all have similar things, similar qualities in life that we can share with each other, but yet we're so different from one another. And the music brings us together.
Boop, boop.
And it doesn't matter what your opinion is versus another opinion. It's just an opinion, and we can talk and we can get along like we did back in the day. We are accepting of all kinds.
Yeah, that's what that guy said in the voice message he sent in. Like, Juggalos just don't give a fuck. They don't care who. They don't give a fuck about the public. They also don't give a fuck about other bullshit, like who,
right?
Like what you do, what you like, what you think, as long as you're overall a good person.
That's right.
Because Juggalos do they do dislike bad people.
They do. That's why they beat up
And
people
bigots,
for stealing things
racist,
at
and-
fucking gatherings.
Yeah, and thieves. Absolutely.
And then they drag their car through the gathering grounds and tear it up.
And whoop the hell out of them.
Whoomp whoomp.
Whoop,
They
whoop.
whoomp the shit out of them.
That shit was. I mean, that's probably the craziest thing I've ever seen at a gathering.
Their car.
That beats the fuck out of the Cheeto story for sure.
Dude, that was nuts.
Yeah, that shit's crazy.
I was sitting at I don't know which stage it was, where that campsite was on those grounds, but there was like a stage there. It wasn't like a full stage, but it was like a raised platform.
Yeah, the wooden theater.
Yeah, and I was sitting there.
No, this was. I mean, they might have taken the car there, but
That's where the car started.
No, that's where the car started. That was at their campsite. I was sitting.
but I don't think there was a stage nearby.
No, it wasn't like a performance stage. It was like a raised wooden platform that could have been the
It
stage.
was part of the campground stage.
It's part of the campgrounds, but it wasn't like a second stage or anything. I don't think it was just like a raised platform and people.
I
would
think
go-
that was actually they were using it as the peep this shit stage or something. To
possibly.
be honest.
Yeah,
Which no one was at or ever went to.
yeah, but it was like basically a place to sit and
To
kind of
sit,
dangle your feet and watch people walk by. And I just so happened to be sitting there dangling my feet, watching people walk by, and I heard a ruckus off of, like just one or two rows in. I'm like, what's going on over there? And then I just see a bunch of people running over there and running, and then all of a sudden I see this dude, this one guy, bloody, just taking off running, and then like 40 people running after this guy. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And then all of a sudden I see car parts start emerging from the campgrounds that are over there. And I'm like, what the fuck just happened? And then, I walked over and I asked somebody, like, what the fuck? And I see the remnants of this car. And this is before it, like, got sawed in half and like, completely just destroyed. And it's like ravenous. These people were just destroying, like grabbing their their bare hands in there, just ripping car parts off. Like, you can't even rip an alternator off like that. What are you doing? And they're just like fucking within the Juggalo power, just fucking literally dismantling this car without tools.
Wearing car parts as fucking necklaces and shit. It was like fucking.
And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I thought it was cool that I just so happened to be
it was
there.
like fucking Thunderdome and
Yeah.
shit, man.
I was
They
like,
rolled that bitch over. They fucking other cars took their cars and drove over the motherfucker.
yeah. It was crazy that I got to see this go down, and that, I was like, what the fuck, man? It was nuts. And then I heard the story, and then but like, and knowing where his campground was, where it started, and knowing where he ended up, that he did a full sprint all the way through the campgrounds, and I'm like, I would have been dead. Like, I heard he lost an eye because they stomped his head into the fucking mud, and they beat the shit out of this dude. He wound up in the hospital. I mean, he survived, but I heard that he lost an eye out of it. But yeah, like, I would have been dead. Like that length of a run, I'd have been dead. Like, they would have caught me. There's no way. Have you ever seen a bunch of gathering juggalos? They're a bunch of skinny little fucks, and they can all run way faster than me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Way faster.
Especially after what was that, like day 3? It was like day 3 of the gather. I would have been fucked. It was like, Jesus Christ, how do you have that much stamina?
I don't know if anybody's aware, but apparently it was the same dude that was on what the fuck was the name of that? That Pawn Show.
Oh, Pawn Stars?
No. The
Oh,
one that's in Detroit with Wes.
Yeah, I know what you're doing.
Apparently it was the dude, he stole mics from the ICP show and tried to pawn them, and apparently that was the same dude.
Yeah.
At the gathering, guys.
Yeah, I remember hearing that. Well, that dude was, from all accounts that I've heard, he was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
So he totally deserved it.
Yeah. Oh, no, I'm not denying that at all.
Okay. For those that are listening that don't have any idea what we're talking about, do you know which gathering it was? Was it a Cave-In Rock?
Yes.
Yeah, it was a Cave-In Rock. It's one of the last
I don't know
years.
which year.
Yeah, I can't remember which year it was.
7 years ago.
But yeah, that sounds about right.
2013. That'd be right.
Yeah. Anyway, this this guy, he was in a cluster of camps, like campgrounds and all that stuff, and apparently he was going around stealing from everybody's campsite. He would wait for the shows to kick off, and like he would steal from every campsite. Like, I mean, he wasn't just stealing like electronics and stuff like that. Like, he was stealing people's ways to get home. Like, he was stealing their money. He was stealing their like clothes. He was stealing everything. Like, he was really fucking people over. And then they kind of narrowed it down after, I think, the second or third day. They narrowed it down. It's like, this guy right here.
I'm watching the video,
yeah,
by the way.
Yeah, he's been acting suspicious, and then they basically a group of juggalos came up and they confronted this guy and they go, yo, because they were pretty sure that he had all the shit in his trunk of his car, and so they confronted him. They like crowbarred his fucking trunk open, and then lo and behold, here's all this shit from everybody. Like, he was stealing food, he was stealing money, he was stealing phones, he was stealing like people's livelihood while we're out there. Not just like, oh, I stole your jersey, oh, I stole this, I stole that. Like, people were like I can't get home because my shit got stolen. And so they crowbarred this guy's trunk open, and this is kind of where my story intersects. Is that like they just start beating the shit out of this dude, and like he manages to get out and run from his campsite to off the grounds, which like the horde of like 40 people or more chased after this dude, beat the shit out of him and all that stuff, and then they proceeded to tear the shit out of his car,
which was stolen from his girlfriend,
which he stole from his girlfriend to come to the gathering. So like, it wasn't even his car. Like, he wasn't even supposed to go, and like, he stole it from his girlfriend. She reported it stolen, and they just destroyed this fucking car. And like, the next day, like, you're just seeing people walking around with like car parts, like people walking around with bumpers and dashboards and fucking driver doors around their neck and steering wheels, and it's like, what the fuck, man. And at one point, I don't like it was a front wheel drive, so the car had somehow got cut in half. Tools eventually got introduced to this, and they cut the car in like half. They cut the top off, they took the seats out, and there was juggalos driving around the front part of this destroyed car with no fenders, no hood, nothing, and just dragging on the ground, just driving the front wheels around the fucking gathering, like just blown up ass car. And eventually got to the point where security had to step in and goes, all right, you can't be gallivanting this car around anymore. And they did just see security drive into the back of the main stage. Dude. Yeah, it's crazy. But probably one of the craziest things that happened at a gathering.
If you want to watch the video, just type in car gets destroyed at the gathering and it'll pop up. It's a maroon fucking, I don't know what kind of car it is. I can't tell because it's so fucked up. It's funny though.
You ever seen the demolition derby? Like the car that lost first? That's what that car looked like at the very end.
This guy's getting ready to roll up on the motherfucker now in his little red fucking Cherokee. He gonna try rolling up on the trash can, up onto the fucking car.
Dude, they were clowning in that damn the piece of the car that was still mobile. Like they were running over everything. They were running through the campgrounds, dude. It was like a demolition derby with this car because it was already fucked.
It's nuts, man. This shit was crazy.
Yeah, that was intense. I was like, what the fuck, man? But by all accounts, he deserved it.
Man, that shit was crazy.
I think he's in jail now.
So what you're saying is that is how not to be a juggalo.
That is not fam.
Yeah, don't steal from people, otherwise we won't have to fucking beat your ass.
Yeah, that's the moral of the story. Just don't steal from people. Don't be a shitty person.
Don't be a shitty person. I agree. I think that's the first step at juggaloism.
This dude ends up flipping his shit over. He tried to run up on a car, though. That sucks.
Don't be
suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Well, all juggalos are suspicious.
Damn, he rolled his shit on top of his fucking roof.
Roof? Big roof?
We're all helping him flip it over now. That shit was fucking mad crazy. I remember we were pulling into the fucking gathering at that time, and the fucking car comes rolling past us all chained up. They're pulling the motherfucker, and I'm like, the fuck just happened to that car, B? You see that shit? He's like, nah. I'm like, look at this motherfucker. He's like, oh shit. I'm like, yeah, motherfucker. Like, what the fuck happened?
That shit was wild.
I'm sure this dude fucked his car up because all them fluids went upside down, so that ain't good.
Oh yeah, I remember that dude like rolled up the side of it.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
He tried to monster truck that motherfucker, ended up flipping his shit.
It was for real a mob. Right? They mobbed on this dude. This shit was nuts.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, it was.
It was.
Man. Holy cow. Whoop whoop.
Yeah, that's
Juggalo.
that's definitely up there for crazy gathering stories.
Well, here, I don't know if our other guest is gonna contact us or not.
Damn.
But I can play this message.
Message.
You want to do that?
Oh, you put that special message?
Yeah. Should we do that?
Yeah. Let's hit him with it. We got
Start the movie.
Start the movie.
Stop the movie.
So, just like I said, I guess everybody just a second ago, like, what does Juggalo mean to you? Right?
Yeah.
So I also asked Mr. Jamie Madrox of Twisted. And he has a special message for all of us on Juggalo Day. So,
all right.
When it first was established, it came.
Whoa.
Don't get ahead
Rewind
of
it.
yourself,
Rewind
Jamie.
it there, bud.
all right. Well, anyway. Everyone take
Rewind the movie.
Everyone take a second. Happy Juggalo Day. Special message from Jamie Madrox. Twisted.
What's up? My name is Jimmy Madrox, and I was asked by Big Roo, Dead Body Man, and Freaky P to come on here and explain to y'all what I feel of the word Juggalo means. To me, personally, when it first was established, it came with a set of bylaws and rules. But much like anything else that's great in the world, the word Juggalo and its meaning has taken form and has become its own entity, bigger than anything anyone who created it could have ever thought it to be. And that's why when I hear today, from time to time, people say, that's not Juggalo, or a real Juggalo wouldn't do that. You couldn't be further from the truth. You couldn't be more wrong, because to be a true Juggalo is the embodiment of individuality. And if whatever makes you your own individual, that makes you your Juggalo, that is your inner Juggalo, and makes you shine, how can that possibly be wrong? So that's my thoughts on being a Juggalo. It's all about individuality. Be yourself. Fuck what everyone else thinks. My name is Jamie Madrox. Replicon Radio is always watching. Happy Juggalo Day.
Happy Juggalo Day.
Happy Juggalo Day to you, sir.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
Hell yeah.
And that was his added background track. The lovely,
Right.
lovely video that he sent
Oh,
over.
no.
So
Shout out to Jamie Madrox for that, for sure.
much love.
So what are your thoughts on that?
I mean, I think it's pretty spot on. You know,
Absolutely.
it's its own entity. You know that it's definitely evolved into
100%.
what we have now. Like, I mean, we've even talked about it earlier in the show that, you know, it's not what it was. It's evolved into something else, and it's probably going to further evolve into something from there. You know, at this point we're going into generations of Juggalos, and like there's families that grow up into this and all that stuff, and you know the music isn't going to stop anytime soon. There's new artists always being introduced into it, so it's going to be something that grows, and there's no telling when it's gonna, if it's ever gonna end. So it's definitely something that's gonna constantly evolve into bigger and better things. That's what we do. We make shit fresh. Because we're Juggalos. We make shit fresh.
I can't hear you just yelling so loud.
Yeah. Well, way to kill the moment, Paul.
But no, absolutely, 100%, man. I feel like some people may disagree with that, because a lot of people, especially the newer folks into this world, they didn't watch it happen. They didn't watch it come up. They didn't watch it flourish, if you will. And a lot of people just say a Juggalo is just a fan of ICP. It's that simple. But it's not. Not even close to that simple. Even they say it's well beyond them. You know what I mean? Like it's where it started.
Yeah.
But at this point, it doesn't even have anything to do with them. There's Juggalos that don't listen to ICP. There's Juggalos that do, obviously. You know what I mean? But it's a community of people that, like you said, it's individuality. It's by saying something is not Juggalo is the opposite of Juggalo, because Juggalos do whatever the fuck they want. So if they're doing something, you know what I mean? Like that's the whole. It's like a fucking oxymoron or whatever.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But it's dope that he said that, because it reminds me of something they also said in the past on that, what the fuck was the song? Show Me the Reason Why, where they're like, individuality, so fuck popularity.
Yeah.
Like, that was the truth then, it's still the truth. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Especially in the culture we live in now, everybody's fucking offended by everything and this and that and that. It's all about popularity. It's all about fucking we're in a goddamn, the more likes, the better, and that type of shit. But that's the opposite of Juggalo.
It
no,
is.
I don't give a shit. This is me. Like it or not. I mean, it's dope if you do like it. There's nothing wrong with liking things. But that's not what it's here for. That's not what we're here for. That's not what any, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of times the people that don't like us are the people that don't like us because we don't care. You know what I mean? Because we say the truth. We speak the truth. We do what we want. And we do it the Juggalo way.
Right.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
Right, Big Roo?
That's
He's still
right.
watching that car?
No.
He's over there like, I don't give a fuck what y'all say. Look at this motherfuckers beat up this car.
I'm just watching motherfuckers get beat up now. I ain't gonna lie. I'm literally
He went
watching.
down that fucking YouTube trail like, Juggalos beat up car. Juggalos beat up Juggalos. Other people beat up Juggalos. Other people beat up other people.
Juggalos beat up other Juggalos.
Like, I'm watching thieves get beat the fuck up. Like, this carjacker got beat the fuck up.
If you want to
bro.
see good thieves videos, go to fucking, what was it, Bestcore. And then you can see what they do to thieves over in Africa.
Shit, I'm watching Michael Brown right now.
Yeah?
No,
Well, they
not
do
really.
way worse to thieves over there in Africa.
Oh, yeah.
In third world countries, you steal a cell phone, they cut your fucking fingers off.
Mm-hmm.
And then they set you on fire.
What do they do with the fingers?
They
eat
just
'em.
they fucking throw them in the gutter. They don't give a shit.
They throw them in the gutter
In
and
the-
go buy another.
Gutter.
I feel like they can't be good for the water supply.
Well,
You
I
don't
mean,
get
there's
water
they do
supply
a
out of
lot of
gutter.
things over there that they don't have water. So
Yeah, I think the water's the least of their worries.
yeah,
Well, yeah, they have fingers in their water.
Mm-hmm.
That's worrisome.
Anybody got a pinky over there? I need one.
You just gotta dust
Hey,
it off.
That's Juggalo right there.
Give me another chip.
I got the baby oil. Whose
butter,
pinky's in my
butter,
butt?
Oh, jeez, whoa. The other way with that.
In my
I was not
Foot
expecting
rub.
that. Yeah. Who's booty and foot
whose
rub?
pinky finna chop off?
Well, there you go.
Rock ass.
There you
Holy
go.
shit.
Yeah.
Juggalo. Whoop, whoop.
Juggalo, it's quiet, man. You got the background check. What are you doing?
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah.
quiet as fuck.
Jamie,
It's weird.
Jamie had his own track,
Yeah.
so I paused our track for his track because it was like intensified and shit.
Yeah.
I had to turn it down. It was getting so loud. I was like, oh god. But
So
that's dope.
shout out to him for sending over that video. Well, it's
yeah.
actually audio on your guys' behalf, but it was
We'll
little
post
bit
it. Should probably post it.
post it.
Should probably post it.
Post them all.
Post Malone.
Yeah. Speaking of post, all those
Let's post it pre-Malone.
all those
Pre-Malone?
things are up.
Yeah. You know, what's his name from Seinfeld?
Pre-Malone was Kramer from
I seen
Seinfeld.
that. I seen that.
That's a funny fucking meme.
I seen that on the internet. I seen it. On
That
the
was
internet.
before Post Malone blew up. I think that meme came out.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so it's just circled its way back around.
It did. Well, that's the beauty of memes, is that you get some really good ones, and they get posted, and then they'll circle back around, and the short attention span of people, they totally forget about it, and they're, oh, it's brand new, let's do it. So,
For sure.
yeah, for sure.
A whole new
For sure.
world. A dazzling place I never knew. That's not Juggalo at all.
No, what we done?
Well, I mean, while we have a pause here, let's talk about next week. Next week on the show, man, we're back. We got guests, official guests, not secret guests that may or may not show up.
Official
Guests.
shit's official.
First, we have two guests technically.
Yeah,
Y'all don't even know about this, dude.
I don't.
No, you do, I guess, maybe. But
Maybe I might.
so our actual guest next week is Ritual of Ether, a dope new artist who, since we booked for the show, was recently announced to be the newest artist on Shrunken Head Entertainment.
Nice.
Is now not.
Huh?
Nothing. Go ahead.
But yeah, Ritual of Ether, right here, Replicon Radio, February 24th. It's next Monday.
Next Monday, February 24th.
Ritual of Ether.
I feel like I got something going on that day.
Ritual of Ether.
Probably, I don't know, maybe Replicon?
No.
Replicon Radio, Monday night, 6
I'm not gonna be here
p.m.
that day.
Central. Ritual of Ether. Full-on explosive interview.
How the fuck is he gonna say we don't know? It's in our chat. Man.
I know you do know. And then, also next week, we have another guest with a special announcement. Big news. If you're looking at your screen, you'll see it. No. From my understanding, this is his first public whatever since his departure from LSP. Sevademic will be here.
Second time.
It's the second time. He has a big news special announcement, and it's happening live right here on Replicon Radio next Monday. So we're going to get a full-on interview conversation and get to know
Two-timers?
Ritual of Ether, and then we're going to get a huge special announcement live from Sevademic. And it's going to be dope. So you don't want to miss that, probably.
Yeah, so tune in, suckers.
Shucker. Oh, shucky ducky. Boom. So it's going down. That's going down. It's all going down. Next Monday, bro.
It's going down. In the trap, it's going down.
Juggalo Day. So what,
It's going down, Juggalos and Juggalettes.
I feel like we need to talk more about Juggalo stuff. We're celebrating all things Juggalo. So if you're, imagine you're one of our non-Juggalo listeners. What do you think we should,
Do we have those?
no,
We do.
a lot, actually. What do you feel like we should teach or try to teach
Mannerisms.
to non-Juggalos
Manners.
about Juggalo? People are like, why the fuck
Respect.
we have to teach Juggalos that? I'm saying, what do we teach the non-Juggalos about Juggalo?
Well, a lot of people just don't understand. They're not, like, it's like, oh, you guys are just a fan base. Well, it's like,
Yeah.
no, it's more than that. I mean, yeah,
Yes,
music
yes.
starts in that. Yeah, it starts there. But it's like, even like when Vinny was talking about Astronomicon, it's more than just a con. It really is. And I heard several of the celebrities talk in reference of like this is like if you like Jeff Anderson, the guy from Clerks, he.
Dante.
That's Randall.
That's Randall.
Randall's.
Dante, Brian O'Halloran, was trying to explain to him. He's like, if you're gonna start off because he's never been to a con, so like he's like, if you're gonna start this is the one to start at, because there's so much like cohesive family unit love there, and that's just from like the Juggalos that are there. And then you also have the regular con goers, but regular con goers they don't have the magic and the love that we have.
Like, essentially, the Juggalos are actually like an event at the con itself,
Yeah,
because it's the feeling, the vibe, the family love, like you said, the camaraderie. So the outside people are like, what Why is everybody so friendly and nice and shit?
Everybody's hanging out and having a great time. Does everybody know each other?
Everyone here knows each other.
Everybody here knows each other. What the fuck? It's really
I didn't get that vibe.
What? Something switched over here. Like he's super negative now. But
I just didn't get that vibe. Like everybody knew everybody.
Because you actually knew everyone.
That's probably why I didn't get that vibe. You're probably right.
You literally did know. You weren't the outside guy looking in, watching you interact with everyone.
Yeah.
Hey, I did. I knew a lot of. God damn, I knew a lot of people.
Even the people we didn't know, we knew.
I literally think I knew everybody.
There was a lot of
that
people
was staying at the hotel.
Yeah, there was a lot of people.
Yeah. But it was like that.
I couldn't even tell you how many fucking.
It's like that in the middle of the fucking woods, in the middle of the nowhere. It's like that at a fucking local show. But it's like the big events. It's bigger.
Yeah.
I feel like I was in a lot of fucking rooms that night.
I feel like I know more people at Astronomicon than I know at the fucking local concert.
Yeah. No, absolutely, for sure. Fuck the local show.
Because it's like same with the gathering too.
Fuck you, local juggalos. You don't get out much.
Oh, jeez.
Keep your asses
ICP's
at
coming to
home.
town April 26th.
They are. It's a Sunday.
Replicon Radio will be at the Way Out Club March 26th.
2525 Jefferson.
Right, with Nairo the Madman, and Razor, and Morgue
Ramon?
Mob. And
Is that Razor Ramon?
Razor Ramon? No.
Oh.
And,
Not the
and
wrestler.
Morgue Mob, and TP Psycho, and Mr. Green. Or is it Psycho?
Can we
TP?
talk about that for a minute?
What?
Morgue Mob. How's it Morgue Mob when they're missing the fucking guy that created it? Didn't the big guy create it? Now he's not part of it?
I don't know.
But he ain't
I
part
don't
of
know
it
their
now.
origin story.
But he's not part of it now, right?
Yeah, I believe so, yes.
How's
But
that
the other guy, dude, Brandon's like the main guy, I think.
Is he?
He's the only one I've ever spoke to in the like 10 years of existence for them.
Yeah.
The other guy, I know for a fact, the other guy came later.
Right.
The skinny rude kid.
Yeah. Too rude for his own good.
But they have tickets. You should buy them from us.
Is this what people that don't know what about Juggalos need to know?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Buy tickets.
Okay. Yeah.
If y'all don't know about Juggalos, buy tickets.
This is basically what you get at a show. You get people forcing their stuff upon you that you don't know about, and like here, listen to this, listen to that, buy tickets.
Yeah, you
here, buy tickets there.
you don't know until you tune in.
So, this is an accurate depiction of going to a Juggalo show. Somebody somewhere is going to hand you something.
Hey, man,
that hey,
you buy my mixtape? I've never heard it. Well, it's only $10.
Hey, this is something that
you
you would like. This is something that you would listen to.
would buy it. I never heard of it. Is it good? Yeah, it's my mixtape.
It's fire.
It's $10. I'm like, well, I never heard it. Play something. I can't. Y'all buy it. You play it. No.
Sounds like some shit you would do. It does.
Wait till my mixtape drops. I'll do it everywhere. Except for I'm gonna bring a CD player or an iPod with headphones. But here, it really is fire. I'll give me $10.
So where you scan the CD at the CD store and listen,
Right.
you sit there and listen to it. The headphones that everybody's had on. It's never been sanitized.
Yes,
Yeah.
I did it. Blockbuster music and shit. Warehouse music.
Hell, they still have that shit at Vintage Vinyl.
Do they?
Yeah. They have a little CD stand there. You boop, boop,
I
boop.
haven't been to fucking vintage vinyl in fucking probably 10 years.
Dude, it's still
It
it's
is.
popping. It's popping. Every time I go there, there's fucking a lot of people in that bitch.
Oh, I've been there.
Yeah, I mean, every time I've been in there, there's been a shit ton of people in there, but I haven't been in there like the last 10 years. But I bet it's been about 10.
Whoop whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
I walked past it about 50 million times.
Do you? Why?
I
Where are you walking to?
have.
Oh, I'm like, where are you walking to that you're walking past Vintage Vinyl? Fitz's?
Fiat's. No, I need to go to that fucking ice cream shop though, right there
There you
next
go.
to fucking Pie though.
I actually been there. I actually went there. It's pretty good.
They got some good shit.
FYE, the wall at FYE. We did have an FYE for a very short moment in time, didn't we?
Yeah. Well, I think it was more than just a short period of time. It was there for a while.
No, it was something else though.
I'm
It
thinking
was FYE for like 2 years, maybe.
I'm thinking the FYE down off of
In Hampton.
Hampton. Yeah.
It used to be. What did it used to be? Maybe it was Blockbuster Music, and then it was something else. Then it was the FYE,
Yeah.
and then they did the ICP in store. They got canceled, and then the whole fucking store closed.
Yeah.
I don't think they were related, but
Could have been. I doubt it.
All fucking records. I'm glad we still have Vintage Vinyl. I try to go there often, but it kind of sucks.
Shit, when was the last time he was there?
Record store day. What day was that?
October?
Thanksgiving.
I don't know. There's like 5 of them a
There's
year.
2. It was Thanksgiving,
two.
Black Friday or whatever. I think was the. I went there, and they had one. They had half of what I wanted. I think.
They only had half. They didn't have the other half.
Well, I think I wanted 2 things, and they
You
had
had, to
one.
buy,
of them.
you had to buy side A
Yeah.
and find side B somewhere
Yep,
else.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I hate when they do that shit.
I like that artists are doing things for Record Store Day now, and there's 2 of them a year, and they're pushing for them. The problem is there aren't any record stores.
Right. Yeah, it's hard to push that when there ain't no fucking record stores around.
But I mean, how are you gonna have more record stores if you don't start pushing? You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's true.
they have to do well for someone to try to reopen one. So
I mean, they went out of business for a reason. It's not like
yeah, these things right here,
exactly.
fucking cell phones and iPods and fucking Spotify's and. What do you mean I have to drive to a store and buy a fucking product that'll probably end up broken in the backseat of my car?
Or even if it
stolen.
most of the time that would happen would be too scratched to play.
Yep.
Like
Or they don't even have it, and I went over there to buy it.
It's like, what do you mean this has been sitting in my case and I can't even play it because it's too scratched?
Right.
Right. Motherfucker.
How did it get scratched? Like,
Yeah,
they
it's like,
even
what the-
left the fucking thing. The sunlight scratched my CD.
It's been in the CD player for fucking 6 months and it's got thousands of fucking scratches in it.
What the fuck, man? I didn't even touch the silver.
The laser scratches it. Like there's a pebble in my display. Or
Yeah,
something.
what the
Like,
fuck?
A bird pooped in there.
Oh, that was the best. Like in the early days of the CD players being put in cars, where you hit a bump too hard and it
used to-
fucking skipped.
I used to yell at this motherfucker all the time about better not scratch my fucking CD. Don't handle it. Like, what the fuck you mean don't handle
You
it like
picked up
that?
my
I'm like,
CD.
you picked the motherfucker up like this.
You picked it up in broad daylight and you scratched it.
He's like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with chill the fuck? No, don't scratch my shit, bro. Shit costs money these days.
Dude,
I can't go to LimeWire and download the motherfucker and burn it.
yeah.
I can't be a juggalo no more to steal this shit. I gotta buy it now.
Damn.
Hey, Violent J told me to steal this shit if I could. Don't pay for it. Steal that shit.
Stop buying our shit. I'm going broke.
Those were the exact words from Mr. Almighty, Violent J.
Whoop whoop. But yeah, man, I agree with what you're saying though, Joe. Like you literally cannot describe to people Juggalo.
No.
Because you have to, even if you describe the experience,
I mean, the
it
easiest
doesn't
way.
make sense. You have to do it. You can't just do it once. You can't just all be like, "Oh, I went to a show. I'm Juggalo."
Yeah.
No.
You
Something's
might.
learned
I mean,
over time.
I mean, you could go to a show and get the vibe. I've read plenty of like articles of people
What
that,
does it mean? I said earn. You don't earn.
or
It's
even
something-
people,
something
you know,
you respect. Over
people I
time.
know that didn't want to be there and went there, and they're like, "Okay,
Yeah.
I get it."
I get it.
You know what I mean? Like, wow. It's almost like literally the only thing I could even think to compare it to that's the stupidest shit in the world is like people that go to fucking church and like they say they got hit with the fucking Holy Ghost type of thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you
We
walk
got hit with the carnival.
like you walk into a room of like positive.
Sounds
you know what I
way
mean?
more painful.
right?
That's heavy.
Motherfucking Ferris wheel just
There's a
took out
lot.
everybody.
There's a lot of things in the
But that's
carnival.
really what it is. Like you know what I mean? That's you get that. It's like you're literally like anointed by the Holy Ghost. You're anointed by the Dark Carnival.
It just
Heaven Baba.
holla ba 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 ba. You know, it just
Like-
poof. You know, it just happens.
Yeah. But it's like, and it's you know what I mean? It's just weird, man. Like you feel like as long as we've been juggling,
I can't
we
juggle.
take it for granted because it's normal to us.
Fun fact: most juggalos cannot, in fact, juggle.
But if you go, like, you've all gone somewhere that wasn't Juggalo, like a similar event or even just a concert, and like,
We still act juggalo.
yeah, but everyone around you's an asshole. Everyone.
Yes.
And there's assholes at Juggalo events. But if you go to other events, everyone's an asshole.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're
Yeah,
not like,
at
what's
a-
up, fam? Whoop, whoop.
at a
Like,
Juggalo-
everyone's, you're getting fucking elbowed. Get out of my fucking way, motherfucker.
Yeah, at a juggalo at a juggalo event, everybody's like, "Hey, what's up?" And there might be that one asshole, but when you go to outside like festival or something, everyone's a fucking asshole.
Even the Juggalo events, that one asshole, all the other Juggalos are standing around talking shit about that asshole.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, look at that guy. He's an asshole. Yeah, I know. He's a fucking asshole. Look at that guy.
Like when we was at Louder Live, dude, like everybody was an asshole.
Yeah.
Like it was weird.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, look, we're here to enjoy the same shit you are. How the fuck you gonna be an asshole? Like I'm trying to have a good time.
I think the closest that outsiders can come to like feeling some type of that magic is like when
deadheads.
Well, I'm just thinking like if you just go to a normal concert or something like that, and like let's say it's a classic band or something, and like you got 1,000 people standing there, and like the music cuts off and everybody just starts singing in unison the same song, and like you feel that kind of vibe and the charge in the air, you know, just that little glimpse, that's the whole experience right there. It's like that you just walking around, you don't even need the music, you just walk around and like you don't feel like you're in a room full of strangers, you feel like you're in a room full of, you know,
like when they're
people you haven't met yet.
Like when we're at shows with other Juggalos, when there's not an act on stage, the whole fucking crowd's interacting and singing fucking songs
with
that
each other
we're gonna hear later on.
Yeah.
We all interact with each other and have a great fucking time. But when you go to like other fucking events,
nobody's talking to each other.
Nobody. They're like, oh, they're just sitting there like, we're waiting.
We're waiting.
And they're not even saying nothing. They're just they're talking to whoever they came with, and that's it. Like they don't even acknowledge anybody else around.
Would you like to go get a beer? We're gonna wait for these people to come on the show.
We're waiting for 3 hours of Guns N' Roses.
Sweet child of mine. I'm gonna go get a beer.
And what was cool though is while we were there though, we almost seen this dude get his ass fucking beat because he was an asshole. You probably don't remember that, do you?
I was probably asleep in the car.
Also, fun fact.
That was before you went to the car.
Fun fact, even at Juggalo shows, when people get into fights, they get broken up immediately by the crowd, not security by the crowd, like because we don't let family members fight each other. We'll let them get a few licks in, but you cut that shit out because both of y'all are gonna get kicked the fuck out.
We'll let them fight after the show, but bro, save that shit for when the show is over with, and then if you guys are still mad at each other, then take it outside.
Bro, you touch my chick's ass.
Take it in the woods, fam.
Enjoy the show. Don't get kicked out. And if you're, like I said, you're still pissed off at dudes, then you gotta go outside and handle it. It's that easy.
Yep.
But everybody trying to get kicked out of shows. No,
yeah, man. Really. They people
y'all
spend all this
hard-earned money to come into the fucking show to get kicked out. No, you can't have a good time.
I love the ones that spend all the money for the show and then they buy merch and then they get into a fight and get kicked out and be like, and then my merch got stolen and blah blah blah. It's like because you're a dumbass. You didn't have to get into a fight.
Your merch didn't get stolen. You fucking dropped it and they kicked you out and they're not letting you come back in. So somebody picked it up.
Yeah.
Whoop whoop.
And there's a lot of whooping.
There's no reason to be fighting anybody.
Nope.
No fighting.
What's that gonna prove? You got kicked out, possibly gonna catch a charge.
I mean, our world has been built on fights, but
no, I know, but I mean,
fighting solves a lot.
At our level, at our level, what's the fuck's that gonna choose? It'd be like, well, you fucked her, and now she doesn't like me, and she's a cheating whore, so I'm gonna fight you, even though it was her fault. Dude, what the fuck? It doesn't matter. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Sounds like you've been through this once. I've
seen it. It's
that's what most of the fights are over, anyways. She fucked him or he fucked her or what? It's fucking childish.
Which
shit.
they never yell at the chick. They're always fighting the other person or dude. They're always fighting the third person. That
I remember there was 2 guys that I know that are like that or that used to be like that.
Yeah.
But they worked out their differences, and look at them today.
Oh, are the 2 dudes still together?
Fuck, I mean, they do a fucking radio show together.
Well, that's a lovely ending to the story.
Oh God,
it's fucking crazy. It's crazy how one guy can get mad at another guy over a fucking chick.
Guys still together.
I just love it with the story.
I'm talking about you two.
Oh, it just warms the cockles of my heart.
So yeah, I mean, you two are still together. You guys, we're still here.
Yeah.
Hey, girl.
Oh, boy. Hey. That's how Juggalo them guys are.
Our relationship is so strong. We see each other once a week.
Hell yeah.
But they talk every day through the week.
We do. We communicate.
The interwebs.
My, have we evolved growing up.
Oh, I just looked down and I saw the shirt because I know that we had talked about the cosplay. You did put the right heads on the right ones.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Fuck you.
I'm wearing my Alvin.
What's wrong with Theodore?
He's a fucking idiot.
He's the funny one.
He is, yeah, so that's not
No,
true.
he is not the funny.
That's true. Is that the true?
What? Because he's the chubby one? He's also adorable.
I mean,
Then put your fucking head on him.
You could be big Rudorable.
I mean, he didn't even. I mean, this is a picture of you. He just cropped out the whole chipmunk, and that's just you.
I'm fighting.
That's true.
Fuck everything I said about getting along and not fighting each other.
It is a funny idea.
This shit is about to go down.
No, that would be.
I think it's hilarious.
I think we should do that cosplay.
We cosplayed as Alvin and the Chipmunks at Astro. I just don't know how we would do it. We'd have to buy furry costumes, and I can't afford. I ain't got Violent J money.
No, man, no. We just get fucking literally a
Just the
green,
t-shirts?
a green, red, and a blue fucking hoodie.
That's all we need. You're tasked with the one to put your letter
Yeah.
on.
I can do that.
Yeah.
I have one. It's just backwards. Legitimately have. It's if it's black. I just had to get a red one.
You gotta wear some fake glasses though, because I think Theodore has glasses.
No, you do.
I do.
Yeah,
okay, I
you
have
do.
the glasses.
Simon
I gotta
has
get the
glasses.
big old fucking brown
like-
glasses. Yeah. Hold on, let me pull up a picture.
I would really like to have fur bottoms though.
I mean,
Can't we just get chipmunk pants?
I mean,
Or is that a Google somebody? I'm
hell
gonna
no.
fuck that.
do it.
I'm sure we
Y'all don't
can.
get the luxury. I mean, we can all. Everyone tune in now. Please Google chipmunk pants. I want to do this together as a family. This is Juggalo as fuck.
Wow, that's not what I expected.
Are you getting porn?
That's gay.
Your search bar was like,
No
what the
offense.
fuck? This is what you really meant, right?
Chipmunk cheek pants. No, it's like the. This is not what I wanted at all. This isn't fun at all. I apologize for this. Not fun.
You wanted to look
picture showed up on the YouTube though. That's cool.
Oh, ours.
Yeah,
No, you want to type in chipmunk costume.
Yeah.
pants.
Excuse me.
It's a Violent J furry.
Did that what popped up?
No. Oh, there's Alvin and Chipmunk. Oh, we could all wear leggings apparently, because that's what they look like.
Well, they definitely have. Oh, what's this? AliExpress. That might be affordable. Chipmunk costumes.
Oh, here it is right here. Here's what is it?
I got
There's
her.
blow up Alvin and the Chipmunks, bro.
I literally got
That's
her.
what I just pulled that up right here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, bro.
Mascot costumes.
Somebody out there can probably make it. Can somebody please just make us furry pants?
Hey,
Yeah.
these are $100, bro, and they are the chipmunk costumes.
The blow up? Is that the blow up ones? Did you just fall asleep?
Oh, it's
Hey, Roo. Holy shit.
no, they're actually mascot costume
You were-
chipmunk characters.
you were
Adult
full
Halloween and Alvin and the Chipmunks.
You were full narcoleptic on us.
See, they're not blow up. They're just
Oh, yeah, that's what I was looking at.
legit.
They look blow up.
They're literally just legit fucking
Nice.
mascot costumes.
Are they for children?
No, they're adult.
Oh, okay.
Probably not fat kid adult, though.
Let's see.
Most costumes aren't. There's somebody out. We got.
Which
We have a year.
we could figure it out.
Legitimately, like a couple
These
days
are,
short
I
of
mean,
a year.
they're $100.
Okay, fun fact: don't do the inflatable costumes at Astronomicon. It is the worst because it is so goddamn hot.
I feel like any costume anywhere would be terrible.
It's because the material that the inflatable ones are, it does not breathe.
No.
You would think it's a little fan in there. It's like, oh, that's not too bad. No. You could be standing there and all of a sudden you just start steaming up.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't think that's gonna work.
I
I just want fur. Someone can make us furry pants. Like the shit that a stuffed animal's made out of, just tape them to my jeans.
Oh God.
What the fuck?
You know what I'm saying?
Just tape a bunch of teddy bears to my jeans.
Right? That's a different costume, I think. Without the just teddy bear skin.
Just stitch it in there.
We're gonna skin a motherfucking 1,000 teddy bears, and we're gonna tape the skin, their flesh, to
Those
our pants.
motherfuckers are $810.
Those are badass, though.
They're fucking $810 badass.
That's
Holy
badass.
shit.
That's all we need. We don't need the heads. We can take the heads off. There
Can we
go.
get headless chipmunk costumes,
But what
please?
we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to get.
If we can just get furry pants, we can get the shirts, and it'll cost us $20 instead of $100.
no, because we're gonna have.
they're hoodies.
We're gonna have to buy hoodies, but they're gonna have to be the Replicon hoodies. But so let's see, he's gonna have to get a green one. I'm gonna have to get a blue one. You're gonna have to get a red one.
Are they hoodies? I thought they wore sweaters.
No, it's a hoodie.
Oh, they're
dog.
hoodies.
It's a hoodie.
Alvin wears a hoodie too.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the motherfucker right here. Yeah, they're hoodies.
Yeah, you can see the hoodie right there.
You can see the pockets.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
they
he
have
got
it.
his hand in his pocket. You're right.
Yeah, pocket. Yeah, they're all hoodies.
I don't know where Simon got fucking dreads at though.
Whoa,
I
bro,
saw that. I saw that when you showed it the first time.
bro.
It's Rasta Simon.
Rasta.
I don't know where the fuck he got dreads at.
Rasta Simon for you.
It's just a make a man.
But we have to. If we do this, we have to sing a song at least once.
You know all we really need.
All I want for Christmas.
Yeah, whatever they do.
All right.
The Christmas.
The hula hoop one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I want
Hope. Me, I want hoop. But they have so many to choose from. They did a fuck ton of
all we
songs.
need is like my Santa Claus pants, just in brown.
Just murder all the fucking teddy bears and just stitch them onto the Santa Claus pants.
I mean, because they're red fuzzy.
You really want to fuck your Santa Claus?
No,
pants
I ain't
over there?
fucking them up.
To find out, that was high dollar, boy. That's a Cadillac Santa
Those are
suit.
Cadillacs.
That's a
Santa
Cadillac
pants.
Santa pants.
I had to put the image on the screen since we're talking about it.
Oh God, I don't even have that tuned up.
Oh, Santa move.
Bow, bow, bow.
Wow.
Happy Juggalo Day to everybody.
Happy Juggalo Day.
Happy Juggalo Day. Yeah. What do you guys say? Everybody listening and tuned in, what do you guys think? Should we do that? Somebody's got to figure out how to make. You know what I really want to, now that I'm looking at the picture more? I mean, obviously we need furry pants, but I'm kind of pumped about having some fucking feet, bro.
I was just looking at them.
Oh, see, that'd be dope. Even though that's like fucking bootleg Alvin, the bottoms, but that bottom, you know what I mean? If we just bought our own hoodies, which obviously we'll do, we can even put Replicon shit on the back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when we're walking around, we got, you know what I mean? That's a simple. At least
Yeah,
it's our
I mean.
faces.
Yeah, I
You know what I mean?
These ones here are $138.
Jeez. Now I just want, but we could probably buy slippers at Walmart that look like that,
Yeah.
or something. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere.
They got like bear claws there now.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I've never cosplayed in my life or even wanted to.
I still don't even want
I
to.
don't
Great
either, but
idea.
I'm excited.
Great
I
idea.
think it'll be fun to do
Y'all
together.
just want to see me do something fucking stupid.
I want to see us all do something stupid together. You don't just because you're gonna be dressed like that doesn't mean you have to do something stupid.
I mean, I kind of already am, ain't I?
I feel like we need a dad though.
I don't like the dress up. Jason would be our dad.
What's his name?
I would love to see him uncomfortable
Dave.
in a fucking
Dave.
furry suit.
I just want someone to yell at me.
Jason, you're sleeping, but you're Dave.
Alvin.
Oh my god.
We know he'll be there. Or we can make Dustin. We'll make Dustin fucking Dave. He can yell at us.
He already will.
Right?
Replicons, roll out! Get out of the way! Move faster!
I swear to God, I just put myself in a fucking Transformer movie.
There you go.
Replicons roll out.
I feel like that's how that works.
Move it.
Yeah, dude. Alvin, Simon, and Theodore.
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 I mean, I guess Theodore is like the adorable one. I'll take it.
I already said that. You didn't like it when I
I'll
said it was
take it.
adorable. But if you say it's adorable, it's
Yeah.
okay. Look, even that. You look at that. Look at that smile.
Hey, you look retarded. Tony's like, hey, look at me.
Tony's happy. You're smirking. I'm having a stroke.
That ain't no
Those
lie.
furry ass feet, though. I gotta get some furry feet.
Yeah, the more I look at them, they're pretty dope.
Shout out to David Gosnell for subscribing to the channel. Appreciate that shit. Shout out to Eximer Tracks
Also, yeah.
for also subscribing.
Yeah.
He left a comment, said, I'm here before 3,000 subs. More content, please. I would love to hear and be friends. Aw. Oh. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Why can't we? We can. We can be.
We can do that.
It's a Juggalo Day.
Yeah.
What I wish people would more interact more.
I know they're all like dead.
Cause I wish I don't know. I want everybody's thoughts on what being a Juggalo is, man. You know?
Call us.
Oh, God.
Oh, that's what we're doing now.
What?
It's okay when you do it, but when somebody else does it, what the
Nobody-
fuck are you doing?
Who said it was
what
okay?
is no, he goes, what is happening?
Yeah. What's happening?
What's happening?
Fucking rerun?
What's happening? Hey, hey, hey. It's Juggalo Day, man.
This beat is brought to you by Godsend.
It's true.
MNE Beats.
MNE Beats. Shout out, man. Shout out to everybody that tuned in still.
Just in time to hear this go off the rail.
Oh, he went. Montana went and watched videos of the cars getting smashed. We lost our listeners because we told them to go watch other videos.
Right?
Good job, Theater
Hey,
Room.
my bad. Hey, man, we was gathering, bro.
Hell yeah.
They got to be part of the experience, too, you know?
Oh, shizzle dizzle.
That shit's crazy, though.
That's dope. Shout out to Yor Garcia in the chat room with the whoop whoop balloons.
Hell yeah.
That's neat.
Balloons!
We all whoop
I
whoop
can't
up.
even see that, chat. What are you talking about?
I could see it on Juggalo Day.
We see it.
It's a holiday. But super chats are still turned on. We could see them way brighter.
They really stand out to us.
They get highlighted.
That's right. And we like money. We get like every super chat we get a quarter, I think.
Dude, super chat us $100. We get like 25 cents.
Fuck yeah. Whoop whoop.
Wop, wop.
It's retarded.
Boom, boom. Same
I don't know,
thing.
man. Juggalo. I'm pumped for the gathering. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, yeah. Did you see Bazaar?
A year ago, I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna go. Now I'm like, is it fucking gathering time yet? Oh god, like,
Every
I'm
year.
giddy, bro.
There's been times like during the like before this, like it was always like questionable, like because it's always such a big task. You gotta save up for it. It's always like it's a lot of work. Like a lot of people, like you hear these juggalos like, oh, I just hitchhiked here and blah blah blah, and I watched.
That's way more work than what we do.
I washed my balls with dirt. But
Here we go at the beginning of the show. Here.
The one dude who was, I remember you. I know you were there. The one guy that like
they make it sound
they pulled
easy.
him up on stage or whatever. Eventually, like one of the seminars, he literally walked there. And it took him like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Like he literally did not have soles left in his shoes.
Now that guy put in work.
Like that's fucking nuts, dude. What? Like
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, I always find a way. That was never the way.
I'm just talking about I'm just talking about the people that show up and they're like, I don't have any food, I don't have anything to this is my only change of clothes, I don't have anywhere to sleep, but I made it and I have no way home. They make it seem like it's just so easy to do that. And it's like, yeah, if you want to fucking be stranded in the middle of the woods.
I mean, it could be easy for them to do.
Maybe.
I mean, I guess technically it's easy to do. It's just not easy
Maybe
to get
I'm
out
just-
of. What do you do? What do they do
Yeah,
next?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
When people are
Shout out to Harry Cox as well. Sorry, brother.
The hard part is when you get back home, like when the gathering's over with, and you're like, fucking, I gotta go back home now. I gotta find a fucking job because I walked out on that one.
Left that job, spent all my money.
Yeah, I'm fucking busted. What the fuck do I do now?
Well, I guess
then you gotta walk. Then you gotta walk to the next job and try to get an application. And
you spend the whole year trying to figure out how to get to the next gathering. Gangster. I mean, I made it work. You know what I mean? I've never had to walk for 2 weeks. I don't know how I could do that.
What the fuck is wrong with this dude?
Ooh. I'm sorry that we sound bored, brother. We were running out of steam. We were supposed to have a couple other guests, and we didn't. But it's all good. Juggalo Day. Whooping. But yeah, I mean, I've always made it work, but I never had to walk for 2 weeks. That's crazy. But I slept in the floorboard of a fucking van. You know what I mean? That was my place to sleep, or on the ground at the gathering. But I still had a way there and a way back. And
I feel like you sleep on the ground a lot at every gathering.
I had well, that was different. I had a place to sleep then.
Right.
The times I didn't have a place to sleep, I had to sleep on the ground.
Or in a car.
No. But now it's like
car camping.
Well, we used to do that on purpose just because that's all we could afford.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
gas was a lot cheaper back then too.
For sure. But we made it work. But I'm high. I'm super excited, man. I'm looking forward to this one more than I have probably since, I don't know, I guess they did the
Wizard of the Hood.
I don't know, man.
Or no, Hell's Pit. Hell's Pit was the one we were all pretty pumped for.
So why we gotta have? All right, what was your favorite gathering
ever?
Yes.
Probably Wizard. That was like my favorite moment.
Yeah, that was a good moment.
Wizard was pretty dope.
The first gathering was fucking dope, but just because it was the first. Like everyone's first gathering was probably dope just because it was.
I think my favorite gathering was my first gathering in 2002 Peoria when all the fucking cops had to bum rush everybody. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, we're just trying to chill, look at some shit and listen to some bands and shit, dude. Listen to fucking ICP. What the fuck? What is happening right now? Why the fuck are these motherfuckers in here spraying fucking baseballs and shit?
That's definitely a top gathering for me, for sure.
Yeah, it was fucking crazy to me because I'm like, this motherfucker showed her tits and all of a sudden the cop got mad. Like, who the fuck gets mad at a girl showing her tits?
Yeah.
Cops.
Fuck. And it wasn't like it was like out in the open. I mean, it was a group of fucking people. And the dude, I guess her boyfriend seen out of the corner of his eye, seen his girlfriend get jerked one way, and he just come around swinging and hit the fucking guy, knocked the fuck out of that cop.
That was number 2, right? Was that 2 or 3?
It was 2002, so when it was the first one.
2000.
So that would have been.
Who the fuck did I go to the second gathering with? I don't remember. Had to be Jay. But no, Peoria was definitely. Did you go to Peoria? No, you weren't.
No, my first one was the 10th.
He said he wasn't.
You weren't even born yet.
I wanted to go to Peoria. I wanted to make Peoria my first one, but I was 16 at the time. I was 16 or 17, and it was like one of those things I would had to go by myself. Like I was basically juggling by myself, like all the way through my adolescence before I really started going to local concerts, which that was kind of when I first started doing it. I knew that they were
holy fuck.
They were close. No, what? One eye.
Paragraphs.
Oh, paragraphs.
Yeah, we'll catch up with that in a sec.
All right. Hopefully it's positive. My first one was the 10th. It was the 10th, which is 09, I do believe, in Cave and Rock. I think my favorite one though would be probably the second to last or the last year was a Cave and Rock. We set up behind the main stage, right where the main intersection was, where everybody had to walk through. I made mention to this, I think, last week.
Yeah, because I talked about when I sat in the spot.
Yeah, we sat in. And we hit my dad's pickup truck, and we were selling stuff, and this is like the second or third year that we had, or this is about the second year, possibly third. I don't know timelines, but we'd become kind of known for being the ones to sell the ice cold Faygo for, you know, it was like $1 or something like that. It was something affordable, and the cans were like 50 cents, and you know, so people would come to us. So we had everybody coming to us because everybody else was trying to sell hot Faygo for like $1 a can and shit like that. But we had a bunch of stuff, and we were selling shit, and we were basically just tailgating the gathering. And it was the coolest thing ever because everybody fucking knew who we were. Everybody was talking to us, and like we were sitting there people watching. It was the main stretch, so we saw everybody that went to every show. We didn't have to move because we saw the main stage from where we were at.
Y'all are assholes selling Faygos for $1 when we're selling beers for $2.
We were.
Well, no, we were selling.
That was where we're going back.
We were
to.
selling. We were selling cans for 50 cents, and they were cold. They were cold. They cold. Then nobody else really had that.
Well,
So.
what's cold? Like ice cold? 'Cause it don't get any colder than ice cold.
It was ice cold. It was ice
Ice baby.
It was ice baby. Ice
He's
baby.
literally on my screen right. That's so funny.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that was probably my favorite gathering because we really just tailgated the whole gathering, and we saw everybody and we talked to everybody, and it was the coolest thing ever. And we met a bunch of people that I still talk to when we meet up at the gatherings. You know, I made gathering lifelong friends. You know.
Yeah, for sure.
Which that's a whole other bracket. You know?
Another one of my favorite moments at the gathering was when ABK rolled up on the golf cart, and I was like, "Bro, can I talk to you for a minute?" He's like, "Yeah, what's up?" I said,
What's up, Shay?
I'm like, "Drink a beer with me because I don't think you're gonna like what I have to say." And he's like, "What?" And I'm like, "Well, we had a conversation back when you were at this last time you were in St. Louis or whatever, the music." He's like, "Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember talking to you." And I was like, "Yeah, okay." So we talked about a lot of shit then, but I said, "Man, some of the shit you coming out with now, I'm gonna be honest with you." I said, "Some of the shit you coming out with now is whack." He looked at me, he's like, "What?" I said, like, it's not for me. Like, I know everybody's got a variety of shit that comes out, but man, I didn't really care for this, care for that. And he's like, "You know, I respect that. I enjoy fans like you to be able to come up to me and tell me what you like and what you don't like, instead of coming up to me and sitting there telling me that, oh, I love everything that you do, you're so fucking good, this and that. You're a real motherfucker. You tell people like it is." I was like, "Well, I'm not trying to be an asshole, but I really didn't care for this album, that album, this song, this track, whatever." And we sat there for like 3 hours drinking fucking beers and just hanging out. And I was like, holy fuck, dude, I'm kicking it with fucking ABK all fucking night long. It's fucking crazy to me right now.
Oh yeah. The getting to hang out with celebrities and stuff like that, like especially for like amongst the first times.
Well, I was a huge fan of. I was a huge fan of his. I mean, still am, but like
hardcore back then.
Yeah, he couldn't do anything fucking wrong in my eyes. And then I'm like, man, I need to have a talk with him.
You're doing something wrong.
I'm like, bro, what the fuck are you doing?
You were talking about Peoria. I have to say that was probably, besides Wizard of the Hood, that moment.
Yeah, that was
fucking amazing. Like,
yeah,
I was literally in tears, and so was everyone around me.
Yeah,
for a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was a fucking moment. Peoria probably is number 2 just in general because it was, well, not only the fucking crazy shit with the cops, that was memorable. The ICP unveiling seminar.
Yes.
When they unveiled the 6 and they did that whole thing, which later became the DVD.
That was the first time that Violent J was like, "I'm smoking weed with y'all for the first time."
Yeah. Like, that shit was epic. Fucking Hoops with ABK rapping on the bar. Remember that shit?
Yeah.
We're hanging out at a pizza place, and all of a sudden, here's ABK jumps on the bar and starts freestyling. We're like, what the fuck? And then Sin, kicking it with Sin.
Fuck yeah,
that
dude,
shit. Like, that's one of my best memories ever of a gathering.
Like, a name that nobody knows anymore is Alex Abyss coming. You got a lot of ninjas.
Yeah, like Sin took us back to the fucking,
like, fuck this guy,
to the fucking room, like, in the hallway full of groupies, and fucking kicking it with fucking Isham and smoking. I didn't smoke weed, but they were all smoking weed, and then fucking Alex kicking in the door. Like, that shit was nuts, man.
That was fucking. That was epic.
And then my other favorite gathering would be at Nelson Ledges, where we're getting ready to go back to, when we were walking around with the fucking cooler selling beer, and we had Havoc with us. and we met all those people. That's where the fucking Cheeto shit happened. That was not my favorite. But and it's funny because Wizard of the Hood came out.
That was not my favorite.
Wizard of the Hood came out at that gathering.
Yeah.
And one of my fondest memories was walking like just at the end of the night because the gathering ended back then.
Yeah.
Except for we'd still go into the woods, and it was the Juggalos' turn to party. And there was some skinny dude that literally reminded me of the Scarecrow, like frolicking through the trails, right? And the trails are like covered, but there's lights, so it's like super dope. And he was singing, "We don't need a brain, don't need." And that CD had just came out that day.
Yeah.
And I was like, and that kid is the one who got it stuck in my head. Like I don't even know if I had heard this song yet. And I literally remember because he literally reminded me of the Scarecrow.
Yeah.
And it's just like a moment that's stuck in my head forever. And it like that, so that shit was super dope.
Speaking of being in the woods at night and dark and have the lit up trails, when the Fucklahoma gathering, they had the I don't know what they called it, but they had the trail where they had all the glow sticks for like a mile through the cat.
And OKC.
Yeah, but it was
it literally was a mile of fucking.
It was like
it
thousands.
Was like the yellow brick road.
It was like the yellow brick road of like thousands of fucking of glow sticks and it was so pitch black, and all you saw was a perfectly
a
road of glow sticks in the woods.
I remember that.
And like you would
that
like
trail was crazy.
Yeah, it was fucking
if you were on the outside of that, and as you're walking down the line, all you seen was a fucking glow coming through the fucking trees.
Yep.
You knew that
you
was
just
a
see
hole.
Tony run by with his shirt wet.
that was the hole.
That was at that gathering.
Yeah, I know.
And when he came up to that hole, that trail, all of a sudden you see all the fucking glow sticks. Like this shit was fucking glowing outside the
nuts.
fucking woods. Yeah, it was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
That was a good time too.
So
hold on before you get.
What in the world did this guy say in YouTube, Leon? The two paragraphs. I don't know. Somebody read that aloud. You got that?
No, I was scrolling through Facebook
says,
or YouTube, and I saw this. It was something you posted 8 years ago.
It just popped up in your feed?
It was in our Replicon feed. It says it was a Die Antwoord video.
Holy shit!
It's like from 8 years ago, just randomly. Die Antwoord in Chicago. Audio sucks. Yell out, he's hot. That's the title. It's a 15-second video.
It says, okay.
That popped up on your feed?
On the Replicon feed.
That's very strange.
It's very strange.
That's weird. Okay.
Maybe Jay put that.
Okay, Your Garcia in our YouTube says, okay, I have something to talk
I was
about.
getting ready to read that.
I guess back in 2003 in Las Vegas, Nevada, we were put on the list, but now we were officially stamped. Now, isn't the gathering supposed to be where we go, where we get away from all the hatred, but yet they won't allow us Nevadans to go there because of how they recently stamped us officially? I want your guys' opinions on that.
Why can't I don't understand why you can't go?
I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm
I'm
pretty
ne-
sure you're allowed to go to the gathering.
I've never been like carded like ID or anything like that. Go to the gathering, meaning
no.
they're not gonna check where you're from. Like, how are they gonna know? Like,
It's not even like a thing. It doesn't.
yeah, I don't. I mean, how
Everyone is welcome at the gathering.
do they not let? Are you in a concentration camp, or they don't let you out of the state? Like a refugee camp or whatever?
If you have your freedom,
Yeah, do you
you're
have
allowed to go to the gathering.
Yeah, you're allowed to go. I mean, they're
If
not
you're in prison or something. I don't
unless
know.
you like. I don't even think even if you were on a do not let in list, you would still get in.
Yeah, because there isn't one of
Yeah,
those.
there isn't one of those. I can't imagine why you wouldn't be able to get into the gathering.
Oh yeah, you
I
can.
don't
You can.
know either.
You
But he's
can't.
talking- I thought he was talking about like the gang list or something, but
Well,
But I
that's what I thought they were talking about. But
even if that is or isn't true, you're still allowed at the gathering.
I mean, are you on parole?
You could be in a real gang. You could be a Blood or a Crip or something like that. You'd still be allowed in the gathering.
Yeah. Real gang members go to the gathering.
I mean, if you did something bad, you'd probably get thrown out of the gathering.
I mean, are you on house
you could
arrest?
still get in.
Are you have an ankle monitor?
yeah, I mean, are you on probation?
Are you allowed to travel?
No, there's a delay, so we'll wait for your response and then we'll respond to it.
Are you
Yeah.
ever going to come back to Peoria to do a show?
Did we do a show in Peoria?
Whoop whoop, Autumn.
Yeah, book us.
Do it.
The JRB, the Juggalo Rider bitch, and YouTube. You want us to come to Peoria, Illinois, and do a show? We'll gladly come to Peoria, Illinois, and do a show. Book us. We'll do a whole comedy set.
Then you guys can take me on a tour where the gathering was there.
It's a
Convention hall.
Well, that wasn't you. Was it you? Did we went? I went there. We went there. It's like not even nothing's there anymore.
Yeah, we stopped. Yeah, because we were on our way back from somewhere, and we were like, "Oh, that's where the gathering was," and it was like, "Wait, there ain't nothing
Like,
fucking
what?
there."
Where
anymore.
was it? Yeah.
Because it was like on a lake or by the lake or whatever, and there's nothing there now.
Oh, they tore the building down.
I guess.
It's a hotel. There's a hotel there.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a hotel there before, but now it's like a bigger hotel.
Oh, so
And there was like a strip club on the base, and it was the front desk. Hoops was not there. It was some other restaurant or something.
Yeah, and the strip club wouldn't even let us come in wearing jerseys. Like, are you fucking
What?
kidding me?
For gang members.
Oh, it must have been a gentleman's club. Gentleman's club.
Yeah.
You got to wear tux.
Well, shout out New York. I can't do the windy noise, but I would.
Oh,
yeah. Shout out.
is she in the chat? I don't have the chat.
Someone
pulled
from
up.
New York is. So.
Ah. Oh yeah, she's from the Bronx.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay.
Oh, Kurt.
Yeah, haul. Yeah, haul. Yeah, haul.
I don't have anything pulled up. I'm working on
Yeehaw.
my computer.
God, I love you people. I just don't know what you're saying. God,
I feel like I need to pull this up now.
Appreciate it. But yes, Montana Josh. I have never heard of Kenny versus Spinny. Have you guys heard of the show called Kenny versus Spinny?
I have.
Have you?
I have. But I never watched it, but I've heard of it.
I've never heard of it. I know all about Letterkenny though. Letterkenny's funny. Hello, James.
That's it. It was the Civic Center. Thank you, Flavor, artificial flavor, flavor.
The place where the gathering was is still there.
Oh,
It probably is. Just everything around it was different.
yeah.
Like all the buildings around it were different. And then the I know for a fact the strip club was now a hotel lobby.
I don't know why that's.
But I remember Hoops was dope. ABK was dope.
Hoops was the shit, dude. That fucking place rocked.
That was literally the unofficial gathering. Like the gathering closed, the whole hall closed.
And then we went over to party at the Hoops.
Yeah, we went to the pizza parlor. Yeah. None of us were old enough to
bar.
drink. We had like pretty sure we had like drinks in the alley.
I was old enough to drink.
Where you got? You're old as fuck.
He's old as fuck.
I believe you were too.
Nope.
Yeah.
Not me.
That was 2002, bro.
How long ago was that?
What is it?
18 years ago?
Yeah.
You guys want to make you feel even extra old? I was going.
I was 22.
I was in 8th grade in 2000.
Jesus Christ.
I was either 19 or 20. Bro.
I was in middle school. I was leaving
You're
middle
20.
school, going
Oh,
into
yeah,
fucking
you're
high
young.
school.
I was probably 19. I probably turned 20 in that year.
Yeah.
God, we just told everybody how old we were. Fuck!
You guys are old as fuck.
Show's over!
I guess I was supplying the fucking alcohol
Cancel.
for everybody.
We still brought... you weren't even old enough either, were you?
I was 22.
Okay. I must have snuck in behind you, like in your shadow or something.
No, there's a pizza joint. You can get in there.
Yeah, but I remember they were giving a shit about not being old enough at some point. And I know we had alcohol in the alley. The alley was right there. We had like bottles lined up down the alley.
Yeah, I guess I was buying the alcohol then. Because none of y'all been fucking 21 yet. I was the only one.
Don't worry, y'all. I got you.
Fuck, I did too, apparently.
What did you do for Valentine's Day? That's a off the wall question.
I scratched me balls.
I
took a shower.
I had a date at home because my significant other was sick from the Astro from Dirty People, and we had a little date in our bedroom.
I worked for like 16 hours or something like that.
Nice. Made that grip.
Yes. My mother, most of the time, is like a terrible person.
I went bowling.
Well, anyway, I rented a car, and I've been fucking just working.
Yeah.
It's probably the same car that we rented to go to fucking...
No, it's a little red fucking...
Literally,
Chevy Spark out there.
All you have to do is buy a headlight. I'll zip tie the bitch in. Like, I don't know why you haven't done that.
That car, I can't do it. That car.
You
It's
can't.
not even going to be legal in a week anyway.
Oh, you can't drive that car no more? Oh, okay. I was going to say, I was like, literally all you got to do, go to somebody that knows what they're doing and go, hey, this is my car out here. Please buy me a headlight for it.
Put a sign up.
Yeah, and then I'll fucking.
Why not? I seen these motherfuckers that. Well, I almost called the cops on these motherfuckers. And I don't call the cops for fucking. No, I don't call the cops at all for nothing.
He sets out bombs. He don't call
these motherfuckers were sitting outside of Walmart. They had a fucking camper, and they said need gas money. I have 2 children, and I need gas money. Like, bitch, you can't take care of your fucking kids. Why the fuck are you bringing them across country or wherever the fuck y'all's going? So I almost said, child endangerment. Get the fuck out of here with that. I don't play that fucking game.
I'm gonna call CPS on that bitch.
I wouldn't do that, but I didn't even bother with the fucking cops, but I wanted to. I was like, this motherfucker, how you gonna take kids somewhere and not be able to provide for them?
Well, Officer Harry Cock is also old. I said Harry Cock.
Harry Cock.
It's Cox. There's multiple Cocks.
I mean, he's not much older than me. I graduated in 06. So, but yeah, you say I wasn't born by the time Peoria came around.
Fuck, you were in 8th grade. You were just barely born.
Yeah.
Right? True. I agree with that.
Now with Peoria. Okay. What year was Peoria?
2002. You were just barely born.
Oh, okay. Right. Yeah.
Apparently I was fucking 19 years old. Yeah, because I was 18.
Bye, Autumn.
It's crazy.
But
Much
yeah,
motherfucking wicked clown love.
I went bowling for fucking Valentine's Day.
Bam.
I bowled one Friday.
Threw out some stones.
I did. I hit 620.
Ooh, that boy throwing them hard.
I could have
620 out of 3 games.
Yeah, that's good.
It couldn't be out of 2, because then you'd be over. So is it good?
I mean,
so you have 2 perfect games and 1 shit ass game. You just throwed gutter balls.
That would have been if I bowled 2. If I bowled 2 games and had 620, that's impossible.
You'd be a liar.
The 3rd game I couldn't find a fucking line to save my ass. I was hitting the same fucking line on one lane. The other lane was just fucking retarded. Then all of a sudden the other lane that I was throwing good on got stupid too, and I just couldn't find it. I couldn't. Oh.
It was 100% the lane.
It was.
The oil moved, man. I don't know what to tell you.
It was, because every time I tried to make an adjustment, I had a different reaction whether I threw the same line or not. It was a different reaction each time.
Yeah.
So it definitely was the lane.
The oil.
The oils.
That's 6:01 on Thursday and 6:20 on Friday. Yeah, 3-game series.
That's what's up.
That was with a 243, 225, and a 152.
152.
Go figure.
Whoop whoop. Womp womp.
There's that stupid picture again.
You like that?
I do.
Yeah. That's currently on my shirt right now.
We need to get me some like big old balls hanging down.
Big old balls. Just dropping them down. Let's just make that the focal point of that image. Besides P's stroked out face.
I'm gonna take 2 of my pool balls and fucking sew up a sack and sew it on there.
There you go. And then just glue a bunch of teddy bears to it.
Right. Were you taking pictures?
No, I'm looking at the photo that's up.
Whoa.
Womp womp.
I'm actually a little excited for this gathering.
I love Bazaar. I'm so excited to see how they play it out. Well, if it's
I don't know if they're gonna do one night Bazaar and then the other night
Bazaar. Yeah. Bazaar is probably among like up there in the top.
It's a good album, just like Mirror Mirror. Like I didn't care for Mirror Mirror when it first came out, but then I started listening to more of it, and I'm like, dude, this is a fucking badass album. Same thing I did with Bazaar. I'm like, Bazaar, it's all right, I guess. I don't know.
I like to lump them into the same one because I can never figure out what songs are on what Bazaar.
Yeah, anytime I listen to it, I put them both in and just let it go.
Yeah, I just now with the Spotify, I just I just listen to all the songs and I never know which one, but. There are such good songs on Bazaar.
I think my favorite one's the Question Mark album.
I think mine. You know what? I'd have to go back and individually look at the playlist on each of them because I can't even tell you.
I think his is the Eyeballs. I think his favorite one's the Eyeballs.
Mine?
Yeah.
I have the same question he does, which is which.
Yeah.
I think they're both my favorite. Probably.
They're both good.
I think that they can get away with doing it one big shebang. I think it should.
Well, that's a lot of fucking trash.
It's 2 nights right there. They've been performing twice at the last gatherings ever since they lost their headliner, Twisted. So
Here we go with that.
I mean, he's not wrong though.
well,
I mean, what,
they were a headliner.
Yeah.
So
You're right.
to replace that, they just performed twice. So they started doing like an album show and a regular show. We don't. I mean, in all reality, we don't need a regular show.
well, I'm just saying they don't need to do a front to back album. They can do a mashed up show, bizarre show.
Fuck that, dude. No, I want a bizarre and then I want a bizarre.
See, now you might be asking too much. You might be asking.
Then what's the point of doing an album show if you're not gonna do the album?
I mean, all right.
I agree with that. You
Like-
can't do an album show without doing the whole
Oh,
album.
you do the whole fucking thing.
What up, Versatile?
They did Shangri-La without homies. They can do. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, there's. Okay, here, let me pull it up.
Didn't they do Homies? Though?
Hell, they did Jekyll Brothers and cut 2 songs for no reason.
Yeah.
And people were pissed forever. Peter Piper picked the pick and pissed off.
Yeah.
People pissed off.
There was just a lot of peas there, so I just rolled with it.
Jesus.
Polar Pop Paul popping the peas.
Do you
Pam.
remember the hidden picture on Bizarre CD case behind the
I do.
tray? Yeah.
Was that
Sting and Pooh.
No, it was the old boy with the shotgun. I thought
Oh, there was 2 different
It
ones.
was
One was Hack Benjamin.
Hack
the other one
Benjamin.
was Stink and Pooh.
that
Western.
was the one that I remember was Hack Benjamin.
No. That was like to promote Rustlers before Rustlers existed. And Rustlers came 10 years later, I think. You remember at Nelson Ledges, they did auditions to be in Rustlers
They did.
10 years before they made it. What are you doing? You looking at you pulling up the track list?
Yeah.
It's taking you a real long time, bro. I know you have Spotify. It's 99.
Well, I looked up.
Happy Juggalo Day all the way from St. Louis, Missouri to you in New Mexico.
Whoop, whoop.
Okay, I guess you're right. They'd have to do 2 days because I mean both of them.
Yeah, fuck, they're 18 tracks a piece, I think.
Yeah, I like them both equally. Apparently, according to the ones that I have downloaded.
Yeah, probably. That's what I'm saying.
They're
yeah.
both 12 songs. They're both 12
Are they
songs.
12?
Both of them are both 12 songs, and
So yeah, they do 24 songs on a fucking show.
I have 11 songs saved on both of them because I don't have the intros. Because I'm not going to save the intros to my playlist. But, yeah.
And then they got to do the fucking the other shit too. Like Violent J has to come out on stage with a goddamn acoustic guitar, and be like, "But you bought Bizarre," that shit.
Yeah.
And then they got to do the fucking.
I'm gonna have to say the
freestyle.
eyeball. I'm gonna have to say maybe the eyeball. Yeah, I might like the eyeball.
A lot of people, I think, like the eyeball better, but I think I like the question.
Is that Bizarre or Bizarre?
Bizarre? It's bizarre.
That's bizarre with the AA. As bizarre.
I probably like. I feel like without looking, I would guess I like the one that has what on it the most.
That would be bizarre. The question mark. That's the question mark one.
Yeah.
That's got Take Me Away, Fearless, Rainbow Stuff, What, Still Stabbing, Tilt the World, We Gives No Fuck, Please Don't Hate Me, Behind the Paint, My Homie Baby Mama, and Pendulum's Promise. Why does my
Artificial Flavor, I'm pretty sure we're all still waiting for that.
Let's see. And
What?
then
The Shockumentary 2 that they advertised in the Bizarre.
Oh yeah.
and then the eyeball bizarre is they got Bizarre, Cherry Pie, Questions, Mr. Happy, Radio Stars, My Axe, If, Let's Go All the Way, Let It Killa, Juggalo Paradise, and Crystal Ball.
Let it go, funky.
Yeah,
Let it
I
go,
like
funky.
I like them both, but I like the first one the most.
The question mark.
Is that the first one?
I mean, that was the first one I read, but I think the first one was a question mark, and then it was the eyeball because question, and then the eyeball. But yeah,
I like that.
I mean, I love them both.
Yeah, the
so
hidden tracks
much.
where the fucking they did the freestyle thing at the end, and like Rude Boy rapped and
We're
shit.
family. Was that that one? No.
No,
Wrong one.
They did.
that
Well, there
was
was
on
like,
Jump
but there was
Steady
like
though,
3
wasn't
different.
it?
There was, I think that was, that was on Jump.
That was on Crystal Ball. That was like fucking. Let's see
That was
how
on
long
the
that track
Chaos
is.
Theory.
22-minute
Chaos
track.
Theory.
Yeah, 'cause all
22-minute
all the
track.
hidden shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that fucking.
Every time this comes up in my rotation, like I gotta remember, like I gotta go and physically
Crystal
swipe
ball,
it.
all right.
Yeah,
Oh my God, look at the time.
Holy
it's
cow!
nuts.
Hold on 1 second.
probably.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, guys.
Fucking behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Live behind the scenes.
We had to do a quick little. What are we gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Well, because
we fucking do it.
There's a lot of shit going on. We have a lot of stuff going on.
Is he listening right now?
I hope.
He probably is.
I bet he is.
He probably sleepy like me. Though.
Or we could just announce them all at the same time.
But that's why I wanted to film the video, but nobody wants to do it. It's why it needs to be done last week.
Been working.
We talked about it.
I didn't know we were doing it this week, and
Well, we talked about it last week.
Well,
and I even mentioned it in the chat when you were on the way here.
That didn't do him any good when he was on the way here.
Well, we did it with a cell phone last year, and it worked fine. Because
Yeah,
our
but we had
announcement's
lights.
not important. It's everybody else's
Yeah,
announcement.
but we had lights.
Because everybody knows we did the Replicon Radio Awards. Some of the people have gotten their awards, and we filmed videos that we need to get up. Most everyone else will be receiving their awards in the mailbox tomorrow.
well, let's just do it Wednesday. Let's film the video Wednesday. I think you mentioned that you were okay with that.
Okay.
It's gonna have to be like quick though.
I mean, that's yeah.
I mean, I think it took us 15 minutes last time.
But
Yeah.
why don't we just
But we can still do
announce
this.
now?
Yeah, we can definitely do this because it's going to be in this mailbox tomorrow, and nobody knows this exists.
Hell, I didn't even know, and I signed it.
We're showing favoritism.
Well, every year we have special awards. Besides the one that you guys voted on, one of them which is the Replicon of the Year, which basically goes to our biggest supporter or someone who helped us out a lot. Year one, it went to Nico Tech, who basically funded the fact that we got to continue being a show after we put up with a bunch of bullshit and helped us out a lot. The second year went out to Dana and Jason, super loyal listeners, the creators of the actual Replicon Radio Awards.
Mm-hmm.
And this year, it goes out to another person.
It does. OG, Mr. Day motherfucking one. Hey,
Mark. Hey, Merle.
Hey, Merle.
Oh, hi, Merle.
Oh, hi, Merle.
So when you open up your mailbox tomorrow, you're gonna get something fucking fresh.
Absolutely. But yeah, literally, this dude has supported us since we barely supported us.
Yeah.
We didn't even support us.
This guy believed in us more than we've believed in ourselves.
Oh,
He
yeah.
used to live in
one.
St. Louis. He'd come to all of our fucking
Events.
terrible events.
Mm-hmm.
He would show up at the studio sometimes back in the day. Like I'm pretty sure he's listened to every fucking show.
You can catch him on some of our earlier episodes.
Yeah.
I do believe.
He's enjoyed Peas and Dead Body Man's company one-on-one, but hasn't had a chance to
That just
chill and
sounds
kick it with
dirty
me.
as fuck.
Yeah, it does. He enjoys the pee.
But no, and he's our Patreon member. He's been a Patreon in the T-shirt tier ever since we started it. Like he's always in our chat. He's always supporting us. He's always spreading and sharing, whether we see it or not, man. And he's a fucking great ass dude, and we love him and we appreciate him. And he is the 2019 Replicon of the Year, man.
Yeah.
He deserves it.
And if you guys tuned into our Christmas show, he called in on our Christmas show.
He did. He did, man. We fucking love you, brother. And there's an award that's gonna show up on your mailbox tomorrow.
And you got autographs coming.
Hell yeah. So that's
I'm sure you already have autographs, but you're getting more.
Hey Merle. Mark Hey Merle, the Bearded Freak, Replicon of the Year, the 2019 Replicon Radio Awards. Well deserved.
Congratulations,
We fucking
brother.
love you, brother. Keep doing what you're doing, man. And hopefully that amazing fucking dinosaur trophy and fucking certificate cheers you up. And
Yeah, he's had a rough go of things, so hopefully things are turning around for him.
absolutely, man.
So we appreciate you, brother.
Fucking love you. I don't even know if you're listening, but yeah, it don't matter. You'll hear it.
You'll fucking hear it. You'll see it. You'll receive
whatever
it.
he misses, he goes back and he
You'll
checks
know.
out
You'll know.
the full episode, so he'll hear it.
Fuck yeah.
Congratulations, hi Merle. You're the shit, the bearded freak.
And everybody else, man, who wants to know about awards, we're gonna drop a video in the next 2 days. We're gonna announce all the motherfucking winners. Top 3 or 4 in each category. We got acceptance videos coming. The other people hopefully are going to film accepted videos coming. We get to tell you about is about the fucking dopest of fucking awards that we gave away that y'all still don't know about unless you're a Patreon member. All kinds of freshness. We got fucking a stack of fucking audio and video footage and coverage dropping from Astronomicon. Yeah.
Actually, we just put up a bunch of panels, like for podcasts for you guys to listen to.
That's right.
So you guys go check that out on any of our anything that you can hear us on. Even on YouTube, you can check it out. I'm currently trying to get up our Kevin Eastman video for that panel, but there is audio already up. So
all kinds of fucking freshness going down, man.
Yep.
So make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel if you don't, because that's where half of it's happening.
Subscribe and ring that bell.
You're going to miss the fucking acceptance videos, and I promise you those are dope. If you haven't seen the Mikey Clark one, you need to go peep that shit. Vinny the ICP kid's watching it right now, and you should too.
You should. It's a good video.
And join our Patreon, patreon.com/Replicon Radio. You can support us for as low as $2 a month. Get all kinds of extra fucking shit. Tune in next week. We've got a special announcement from Sevademic. The first time he talked since he left LSP. And we got the homeboy Ritual of Ether, brand new artist from Shrunken Head Entertainment, live on the program as well. Big Rue's asleep.
Yeah. No, man.
Yeah.
We're going to change your name to Narcoleptoroo.
Why? I wasn't sleeping.
Theater room.
I was reading the chat.
Theater room.
Theater room.
Theater room. I feel like you're part of a theater when we say that.
Theater room.
And then I can't picture drama class, Rue. Did you take drama in school, Rue?
For a split second.
Did you ever get up and like?
He got into a fight.
I'm sure he did. The teacher was just rude, and I was about to knock that motherfucker out.
It was his fault.
He's not even commenting. That's actually what happened. He's like, fuck.
He said I need to tap into my feelings. I said, bitch, I ain't got no it.
I'll fucking smack your ass. Feelings. I'm a man.
I got no feelings. Oh, you get a phone call. Who is that? Not important?
Too fucking late.
Oh,
now.
God. Not important.
Mm-mm.
If it was, it's too late.
It was something along those lines. I didn't physically hit anybody.
Oh, God.
Bitch, I ain't got no feelings.
Damn.
I did grab a substitute teacher up once, though.
Oh my
I'll
God.
believe it.
It was his fault. It was his fault.
Goddamn him coming in trying to get his paycheck.
No.
Dude.
Me and another kid got into it, and he told us to knock the shit off and chill out, so I stopped.
Yeah.
And dude was still fucking yapping his fucking jaws, and I looked over and I said, just fucking quit. We'll handle this after fucking school. And as soon as I said that, dude told me to go out in the fucking hallway. So I go out in the fucking hallway, and I'm leaning up against the locker just like this motherfucker. You fucking kidding me? Yada yada yada. He comes out and starts fucking yelling at me, and then he put his hands on me. He pushed me up against the fucking locker.
Jeez.
I grabbed that motherfucker up by his collar and I lifted him up and I said, "You ever fucking touch me like that again, I'm gonna knock the fuck out of you." And I dropped him down.
Yeah.
And he's like, "You need to go to the office." I said, "I'm more than happy to go to the fucking
He's
office."
like, I bet I do.
So I went to the office and they tried to suspend me for it. I said, "Fuck no, you ain't suspending me for shit." I said, "I didn't do nothing but defend myself." I said, "This motherfucker put his hands on me first."
Yeah.
He came out in the hall yelling at me and fucking pushed me up against the fucking locker like he wanted to do something. So I grabbed him up and I picked him up. I told him, "You ever fucking do that again, I'm gonna knock the piss out of you." And I set him back down. And that's why I'm here. So fuck you, you're not suspending me. How can we resolve this? I said, just tell the motherfucker to apologize to me and we'll call it a day. That's all we gotta do. I said, unless you want a fucking lawsuit because you got a teacher putting his hands on a fucking student. Because that's all I'm asking. Just tell that motherfucker to apologize to me tomorrow.
So for everybody that's been following us, Rue has always been this way.
So sure as shit, I go to class the following day, and he's like, "I need to talk to you out in the hallway." I said, No. I already knew what was coming. I said, "No." I said, "Whatever you got to say to me, you can say in front of all these kids." And he just kind of looked at me like, "Well," I said, "Yeah." I said, "I'm not going out in no hallway. You're not gonna push me up against a fucking locker again, because I got witnesses now, motherfucker." And he's like, well, I just want to apologize for what happened yesterday. I said, what happened yesterday? And he's like, for me putting my hands on you. I said, perfect. I apologize too. Were you good? And he's like, yeah, we're good. I said, okay, it ain't going to happen again. No. I said, all right, good. And then
did it happen again?
We was cool. No, it didn't happen again. He knew better.
That's good.
I think I made him piss himself when I picked him up. I kind of shocked myself. I mean, he was not really a big guy, but
big enough.
Yeah.
Well, there you go, man.
No, dude, you ain't gonna put your fucking hands on me.
Nope.
You guys would have done the same, so don't fucking act like you wouldn't have. Well, you guys probably wouldn't have.
Well, I'm not.
Y'all would have. Oh, no.
I'm not swinging on a teacher, but I mean, like.
I picked him up and told him if he did it to me again, I was going to fucking knock the shit out of him.
I heard a teacher pick me up once when I was like, what was it, 4th grade? Picked me up by my. Here.
Pick you up by your fucking collar? That's what I grabbed. I grabbed that motherfucker up. I picked him up.
My feet, I was like, oh my God. But I was a little shit. But I mean,
yeah, I was gonna say I was a little shit in fucking in high school. So like, I didn't hit a growth spurt until I was.
I had respect for people.
Yeah.
You know, and if you disrespected, that you got disrespected back.
Yeah.
And that's what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I was in the wrong. Like me and this dude was jaw jacking back and forth. We was in the wrong. Fine. Told us to quit. We quit. Dude was still jaw jacking. Well, he didn't quit, but. He was still jaw jacking, and I told him we'll settle this outside after school. And here we are telling me to go out in the fucking hallway when I didn't do nothing fucking wrong. I'm trying to listen to the fucking gentleman from telling me to shut the fuck up and pay attention to class. I tried to. And then he gonna put his hands on me, you fucking old ass bitch.
Motherfucking hands on me.
Oh, I still get riled up about that one. That pissed me off.
There you go. Well, happy Juggalo Day, man.
Happy Juggalo Day. Ended that on a high note.
Happy motherfucking Juggalo Day.
Love you guys.
We appreciate it. We hope you guys enjoyed it.
Happy Juggalo and Juggalette Day. Why is it just a Juggalo Day?
Because Juggalo is everyone.
It is everyone.
You guys should leave us a comment on our YouTube page and let us know what Juggalo means to you. So just because next week's not Juggalo Day doesn't mean we can't share your stories.
That's right. We'll always share shit for you.
Yeah. But do it. YouTube, we're out. Tune in next week. Ritual of Ether, special announcement from Sevademic, and even more. Peace out, YouTube land.
Peace
Bye,
out.
y'all.
Whoop, whoop.